Sam, what's good? You know I have to come on, man. Tonight was an epic night. I had to talk about it. I gotta send a link to Reg. Oh yeah, that shit was epic. Oh my god, my mind is still blown right now, yo. Hold up. My mind is blown right now. Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. Salute, salute. Rich Notch in the building. Chop it up, hip hop. Salute. Go follow him on IG. Shit. Hold up. I gotta get Reg on here. Yo, yo, man. This shit was crazy. I'm still shocked. I don't know what to say, yo. Like I'm in amazement right now. Like just seeing the the performances and the special guests. I'm gonna tell you this though. EPMD need a versus definitely. They gotta battle somebody, either Gangstar or I don't know. We gotta get EPMD on the verses. They still got it. Yo, my bad. Yeah, they did. They did. I like the little Luther tribute. I was talking to Reds too about that. I was like, yo, see, we was doing this shit weeks ago, saluting our legends. That's how we gotta do it now, man. We can't wait for no anniversary and shit like that. We gotta salute our legends now. EPMD and Tribe, somebody, man. I want EPMD. I said EPMD and Gangstar. Wait, I mean, I don't know, man. Like MOP, I don't know. Somebody. We gotta get EPMD on versus because they still got it. Like just looking at them doing that whole headbangers joint, I lost my mind, yo. Like I was like, oh shit. I ain't see I ain't see Eric in a minute. And PMD I saw, you remember PMD was at the Masters of Ceremony concert back in 2019, Rich, and when he came out with Das Effects, I was expecting Das Effects to come out. I was like, yo, where is Das Effects at? They gotta come out. That shit was crazy. Yo, we definitely got to get EPMD on the verses, man. I don't care because they are legends in the game, and we gotta salute our legends now. That's just how it is. I love some of these new school MCs, but I will talk about golden era hip hop all day. That shit was so crazy. Where the fuck is Reg at? Reg, I sent you the link, yo. Where you at? K Solo. I ain't see K Solo in a minute, bro. It's been years, yo. And he still sound like K Solo. Rakim versus Kane. I'm all for it. I want to see that. I said LL and Buster, and I said LL and Missy. I mean, Buster and Missy, and Buster kept saying he don't want to battle Missy, like he afraid of her or something. Rakim and Kane. We need to make that happen. That has to. That should be ASAP now. Like, don't wait till one of these cats is gone. Shit. What's the next one? We got what is it? Escape and SWV. I'm definitely down for that one. I like both of those R&B groups. They played everything, Sam. They played shit I didn't even think he was gonna play. He played something. Yo, I think there was a joke going around that he was Red wasn't gonna play nothing from There's a Dark Side, and he played Can't Wait, and that's always been one of my favorite songs from that album. I still don't think it's a classic album, but it has bangers. Malpractice. He played shit from Malpractice, and I like that album. He played everything, everything. He played everything. Meth did joints I didn't think he was gonna do. It was crazy, yo. Niggas is probably sleeping and shit. Where's niggas at? They played everything. So I thought Scratch was dope. I always liked Scratch as a DJ anyway. I thought he's a dope DJ, dope producer. Meth play What the Blood. Yo, Rich, you want to come on here? I'll send the link for you. If you want to hop on for a couple minutes and talk about the verses or whatever. Meth played. He was in rare form, yo. Like, this nigga was dancing. He was singing. He was cracking jokes. He was in shape. Like that's the hip hop I grew up on, man. I like to see my legends that I grew up on still shining. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these cats, at least these kids don't know about these legends. A lot of these cats that these kids grow up on, they're not gonna be here for 20 years. So they're not gonna have no verses to look back on and be like, oh, I remember when Little Yachty was. There ain't gonna be no Little Yachty in 20 years. That shit was crazy. Superman Lover, I like that part where he came out with the cape and shit. Meth pulled out the cape and put it on his back. Like, that shit was crazy. And I never seen Red perform Superman Lover ever. Like, no sequel. That's like the first time ever I ever seen him perform that any of those sequels on TV. You know what I'm saying? That shit definitely hands down the best verses ever. That is the best one. I said Ray and Ghost was the best one, but this beat Ray and Ghost to me. This was better than Ray and Ghost. Ray and Ghost was great, and you know, like they're a great duo and they had great chemistry and the storytelling and all that. But this beat Ray and Ghost. It's all good, bro. You welcome on here anytime. You got your album coming out in a couple weeks. I definitely would like you on here to discuss that. So I want to bring more of the commission members on here. Salute to the commission. You know, I want to say like my favorite three verses. Each one is with Wu Tang. Like Primo and RZA, that was an epic battle. And Ray and Ghost, and now this one. Like, I think Wu have the best verses right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody fucking with them right now. Like, Osley Brothers and Earth, Wind& Fire was dope, and Erica Badu and Jill Scott. But the three best verses for me is all Wu Tang related. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is wow, just crazy. I'm like, yo, I didn't know they was gonna have all these people out there. Keith Murray came out. Like, that's always been one of my favorite underrated lyricists. Keith Murray came out. Did I Get Lifted? I'm like, yo, man, this shit. When Keith came out, I'm like, and he looked like Keith, yo. I'm like, yo, we need a new Keith Murray album. He said he got a new joint dropping with Eric Sermon. I definitely got to hear that joint because I ain't hear a Keith Murray album in like 20 something years at least. That Def Jam album he did was kind of whack, but yo, I want to hear some new Keith Murray. Yeah, Patty and Gladys was cool, but I'm talking like hip hop versus Wu-Tang got the best shit right now. Each three of them joints is the best shit to me. You know what I'm saying? And they need to step up they game when it come to these hip hop battles, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? We need more of this. So, you know, like get on the phone with Kane and LL and KRS One and Rakim and make that shit happen. We need those verses because it's like, yo, like we losing too many of our legends, and it's gonna be like, yo, people be just waiting for these battles, and if they wait too long, you never know what could happen. So it's like, yo, thank God we got a DMX versus before he passed away. You thought the battle sucked? I disagree, DJ Tim. And maybe you know more because you're a DJ, but I thought Scratch did his thing. Like, yeah, he fucked up on a couple of things, but it's live TV. You know what I'm saying? And if they didn't really have a set list and he was just going by ear, I think he did. I think that's better. Like, go, freestyle it. You know what I mean? Do it spontaneously instead of like, shit being too. You don't want shit being too staged. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always liked DJ Scratch from EPMD and him branching out as a producer and like you gotta remember, like he's responsible for a lot of the classic joints from Busta's solo albums. A lot of people forget that. They think it was just Dilla that was just doing Busta shit. Scratch did a lot of those joints from, the Coming and When Disaster Strikes, ELE. He's a dope ass producer. Very underrated, and he's a dope ass. I've seen him cut it up live, and the shit he was doing back in the day with like the Jason mask, and he's scratching, and then he got like one leg. He's like he got like what one leg up, and he's scratch like that takes skill, yo. Like he's a talented DJ. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that's missing from today's hip hop. It's not enough DJing skills in the rap that's coming out. A lot of these kids don't know about these DJs. They know fucking Khaled, and Khaled ain't no real DJ. They still did their thing, and even when the part when Street Life came out and he fucked up the music for Street Life's verse, they called him out on that shit, even though they were playing, but like everybody was saying the same thing, like, yo, he fucked up, but you know that's live TV for you. I thought he was great. You got to say you feel like Aaron was good. Salute to the commission. Salute Aaron. You throw Ghostface. I mean, I love both. Like I said, to me the best hip hop verses are the three Wu Tang ones, the Primo and RZA, because I've always wanted to see those two battle, and that was great. Even though RZA fucked up in the beginning with his sound, and he got it fixed later. That was an epic one. And then the Ray and Ghost was great, and then this one to me was the best to me. Like I got this at number one. What up, Ronnie? What's good? You want him to stick to producing? I don't know. I think he's always been a dope ass DJ, man. You know what I mean? Like I have no problems with him. You know, they gotta make they gotta do it more rapidly though. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to wait till like for months to see Kane and Rakim battle each other. That need to be ASAP now. You know, Aaron, what's good? You want to come on here? I'll drop the link in the chat if you want to give me your thoughts on tonight's verses. I'm like, yo, I gotta go live with this shit because it's just as a hip hop fan, this shit was like exciting and they nailed it. And I was like, yo, I gotta talk about this shit, man. I don't know where the fuck Reg is at. I sent him the link. He ain't hit me back yet. That nigga might be high as fuck right now. Yeah, yeah. Lords of the Underground. Do It All came out, and I didn't expect that either. That was a surprise. And he looked like Do It All, and he's like running. He said he's running for congressman or something like that. Yo, shout out to Lords of Underground, man. Like another group I grew up with. That took me back to like my fucking freshman years in high school, man. Just hearing them do Chief Rock and not Chief Rocker, the other joint, Funky Child, classic joint. That first Lords album is a classic. Fuck is Red Jet? That shit was crazy. I seen Scratch. It was like way back. I seen Scratch. I forgot the concert though, but it wasn't like a EPMD concert. I never saw EPMD live. I saw PMD with Das Effects, but I never saw EPMD as a whole. But Scratch definitely is he killed it. Yeah, I thought people were saying that like they thought Buster should have came out. I man, but Buster was in the comments, so he probably wasn't even there. You know, the goodness that shit. Doc's the name 2000. Yes, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I just dropped some new videos today. Me and Reg talked about the City of Lies movie. That was with starring Johnny Depp and Forest Whitaker. You know about the whole Biggie and Tupac murder investigation and LAPD cover up. Check that out. The movie's on streaming. I dropped some unboxing videos today as well. Check that out. I got something else coming tomorrow for Prince. You know, rest in peace, Prince. And today's the anniversary for Prince, the great one from Minnesota. Justice for George Floyd. Yeah, I never seen APMD live. Definitely got to I would like to see them live. Hopefully they go on tour at some point again. The movie was dope. Johnny Depp was actually replacing Sylvester Stallone because Stallone was attached to it for whatever reason. Like he left the movie and he went to do the Expendables. They brought Johnny Depp in. He did his thing. Him and Forrest Whitaker got great chemistry. The movie was pushed back. I think the movie was from back in like 2016, 2017. For whatever reason, they kept pushing it back and trying to LAPD was trying to stop the film from coming out. Um uh Valletta Wallace is actually in the film playing herself. I thought that was weird, but you're gonna hear me talk about that in the review. Like Biggie's mother is actually in the film. But it's a great film and it leaves a lot of questions on who was really behind the murder of Biggie Smalls. Yeah, 80 bars, man. That shit is fire. I mean, I've heard Redman freestyle many years, so it's not like nothing new for me to hear him freestyle. Like he could do that in his sleep, you know. But he mentioned Muddy Waters too. He needs to drop that shit ASAP, yo. Like, and hopefully Eric Sermon is on the production because I've heard Redman albums before where it's little Eric production and I didn't like it. Like, There's a Dark Side. There's very little Eric Sermon production on that album, and I felt like it wasn't one of his strong albums, but um, hopefully that shit comes out this year. The movie's on streaming. I saw it on like one of the movie apps on Fire. If you got a Fire Stick, any of those movie apps should have it. Um, but yeah, if you got that, you can check it out on there. It's playing now because it came out. I believe it came out in March on streaming. So it didn't. I don't think it was released in theaters. It was actually released in Italy. Italy had it on Blu-ray before America even had the movie. So how crazy is that? But um, I think it was a good film. Johnny Depp is playing Russell Poole, the former LAPD officer that was assigned to the case, and he ended up having a heart attack and dying. But it's a good film, and I've always been a big Johnny Depp fan. So Instagram, what about Instagram, Ronnie? Yeah, fuck that nigga, man. Like he deserved everything he got. I'm glad that we won this battle for once, and it's not over because we many more that we need to win. You know, this country has to realize like if we all can't live in peace and harmony, it's gonna be problems. It's gonna be a race war, and they don't want that. So I'm thinking, they got it right for once. But we need to see more change. This is not enough. I think Red just fucking passed out or something. I don't know where the hell he at. He hit me up, and I don't hear from him right now. It's like 30 minutes ago. The versus battle. What about it? It's on Instagram. Yeah, it's on Instagram. But I didn't watch it on Instagram. I watched it on YouTube though. Cause it's like when you watch it on YouTube, like if you got like a sound bar, it's better. Like this audio is better. So I didn't watch it on Instagram. I watched it on YouTube. 'Cause I wanted to hear that music blasting. You know what I mean? Favorite performance. Uh, favorite performance. I don't know, man. It's my mind is still blown right now. Like you know what I'm saying? You ask me that like in a couple days. You know what I mean? Like they were just killing it, man. They did so many joints. The Rockwaller, like the way they ended it with that was great, and how high and um I don't know, man. It's just so many joints they did that I love, man. You know, it was crazy. Dangerous Ground when Meth did that, and when Red did the Superman Lover performance. That's like one of my favorites with him performing with the cape because I never seen him perform that song ever anywhere. So and I never seen him in concert either. So that was like the first time ever seen him do like Superman Lover anywhere. That was a great performance. EPMD coming out and doing Headbanger, and then they did So What You're Saying, and K Solo coming out to do is It's Like That with Red. That was crazy, crazy joints, man. You know, that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? The great hip hop and seeing your artists from back in the day still doing it now in this era, and they still got it and put on a hell of a show. It didn't even feel like a battle. It felt like I was watching a concert with them. Cause I seen Method Man with Wu Tang Clan, but I was like way back in '96. And that Redman I never seen in concert, but they was like putting on a concert for people on 420, and that was a great show, man. That was a great show. Like if that show was a concert, I would have been there for that show. I would have gotten tickets for that, and I would have been right in the front row for that, cause that shit was crazy. Especially if they had came out with everybody they came out with. I would have took video of everybody. I would have took video of Keith Murray and K Solo. RZA came out. Deck Capadonna, Do It All from Lords of the Underground. Everybody was great. And the Snoop joint, I fuck with that joint. That's the Snoop Dogg I want to hear. That G Snoop Dogg, that G shit. I don't care for when he goes off, when he starts singing and you know he doing all this other shit with Pharrell and all that. I like the G shit from Snoop. That should look crazy with the album covers coming to life and shit. I like that joint. That's the Snoop I want to hear. I ain't hear Snoop like that in like years, cause he don't do G shit like that no more. He do all this other bullshit. Nigga doing reggae albums and shit. Yeah, Street Life. Yeah, yeah, niggas. I mean, if you don't know who Street Life is, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Cause Street Life been down with Meth for a minute, man. He's on Wu Tang Forever album. He been down with Meth. That shit was crazy, man. I was like, yo, I got to see that show again. I want to see that shit again. Cause it was like so many great moments, like, and they went by so fast. I'm like, yo, man, I feel like some of the songs they should have did like just do the whole full song. You know what I mean? Like when Deck came out with Kappa and they did on Triumph. I'm like, yo, just play the whole fucking song. Play Raekwon's part, Ghost, play every Master Killer, play everybody's part in that song. I don't know where the fuck this nigga at. This nigga Reg passed out or something. Yeah, he underrated though. Yeah, 432, and I like the tribute they gave to. Well, I expected the tribute from DMX. I expected that, and Black Rob. That was dope. That's what you're supposed to do with these legends. You're supposed to do that. If we don't salute our legends, who's gonna salute us? You know what I'm saying? We gotta salute our own people. So I was glad they did that, and they did it more than once too. That was good. And they might have been a part of it. Seemed like when it seemed like there's a part where Method Man was like telling people put their X up, and it's like I don't know if he was started to cry or what, but it sounded like he was about to tear up and shit. And I'm like, yo, man, they've been on tour together. The Hard Knock Life tour, they were on tour together for that, and they did joints together. And I know Meth was taking that shit hard, man. Yeah, they played the DMX verse. That's my favorite verse on the song anyway. So I'm glad they played that shit. Just let it ride out. Definitely, man. Definitely. Niggas was on time. They wasn't playing like niggas was on time, yo. You know what I'm saying? Compared to other verses where we had to wait, that Ashanti and Keisha Cole shit, like niggas had to wait on them and to get ready. Like these dudes is on time, yo. Wu Syndicate, I fuck with them. Definitely underrated group, like spin-off group from the clan, you know. They used to follow me on Instagram like a couple years ago, so shout out to them. Their first album is definitely underrated. Yeah, I fuck with it. Anybody that's Wu, like Wu in the clan affiliated. I don't care who it is. Wu Syndicate, Killer Army, Timbo King, Sons of Men, Shaheem. Anybody that's Wu affiliated, I fuck with them. There's so many different artists that's down with the clan and shit. A couple of them we lost. Lord Superb, we lost him. ODB. Too Poetic from Gravediggers. But anybody that's Wu, I fuck with them. Papa Wu, we lost him. Rest in peace to them. What was your favorite moments from the verses? Fuck is Reg at? Let's see where Reg is at. Call Reg up and see what's up. Yeah, man, that shit was crazy, man. Crazy, crazy. Hold up. I need to charge my laptop real quick. Oh yeah, yeah. Redman playing Superman Lover, that was great. I've always loved that. I used to say back when the first album came out, when What the album came out, and the first time I heard Superman Lover and like when that album blew up, and I used to say like, yo, he should have made a video for that shit. Like the many sequels he did, like especially like the first three, like the part one and part two on Days of Dark Side. Those are like my favorites. And part three, like I always felt like he should did like a little mini video for those sequels, and he never did it. But I'm like, shit, it's not too late, man. Like he definitely needs to like do like a long form video for that, the whole Superman Lover saga, and just put it out there. Yeah, that was great. 4, 3, 2, 1, classic joint. Just the jokes these niggas had. These niggas had jokes on Russell Simmons when they when Russell Simmons called up and dude saying niggas was saying he looked like Virgil Star and shit. He does yoga with his 2 feet crossed and that shit was hilarious, man. Like they had jokes on Russell Simmons. Niggas had jokes on Scratch and shit. That was hilarious, man. They definitely like when RZA came out and before RZA left and he's like, yo, they need to do another movie. They gotta do another movie. I don't care if it's How High 2 or something else. They gotta do another movie together. 'Cause they got too much good chemistry together that for them not to be in Hollywood still, man. You know, at least for Redman, like Meth is on Power, but I want to see Meth do another comedy with Redman because How High was great. That's a classic film. I went to see that shit when it came out. Right, I like that part too when they played the Donald Trump skit from to Cal 2 Judgment Day, and they hung up and like fuck Donald Trump and then that shit was crazy. That was crazy. Then they went into I'll Be That. Oh man, that was crazy. I mean Meth already know like I'm pretty sure he heard when people were saying talking shit about he had Donald Trump why he had Donald Trump on to Cal 2 when Trump was in office. So I even heard that. So I mean, I think that's why he did it. That shit was crazy, man. But just great performances after one after the other, man. It was like bangers after bangers. You know, that shit was epic. I don't know where the fuck Reg is at. I'm about to end this stream if you don't fucking come in like the next 10 minutes. I thought Scratch was good. I mean, like it's live TV. Like what I'm saying, DJ's not gonna have a perfect set all the time. So I thought he did his thing. He was great. He was engaging. We don't really see that with a lot of DJs. They just go out there and play the music, but he was engaging with the artists, and that's what you're supposed to do. He was a good host. Intermission time, he played a lot of classic joints. The LL Cool J classic stuff, and Rakim, and Joe Love, the Pee Wee Herman dance. I haven't heard that shit in years. Mad joints he was playing, man. Like Scratch definitely knows his shit. Am I going for live for the first round of the draft? Nope, not really. I probably won't even watch the draft. I mean, my Giant might be good. My Giants is good. Like that's for all the Jet fans that need a quarterback. Like we got our quarterback over here. I might not even watch that shit. You watching the draft, knee boy? My Giants is good, man. We just we signed a couple of free agents. We looking to go to the Super Bowl again. So ain't no need for me to watch the draft. Yeah, DJ Cool. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, he did joints. He did the joint from Malpractice. I didn't expect that. I thought he would have. I've never seen Redman do anything from that album. To tell you the truth, that's like the first time I've seen him do anything from Malpractice. And that was a big hit single when that came out. And I remember DJ Cool when he came out. And he still looked the same. He still got the dreads, and I'm like, yo, man, the black don't crack. We age gracefully. You know, Red did just about everything from all of his albums. I mean, yeah, he did shit. Even did shit on I think he did shit from Red Gone Wild, if I'm not mistaken. He did shit from Blackout too. Like they ran through their whole discography, and they still got joints they didn't play. I didn't see him do Funkorama. I thought he was gonna do Funkorama. He didn't do that joint. I thought they would have did Tear the Roof Off, but they didn't do that joint. Like they could have went on for another 2 hours if they wanted to. We need O line help. Who you talking about? The Giants or the Jets? I'm not big on the I haven't been like big on the NFL draft in years. I want to say like the last draft I really watched was when what's his name was coming out. I think it was Jameis when Winston was coming out. I haven't really been into the draft, the NFL draft, the NBA draft. I watch. I'm not really big on the NFL draft like that no more. The Giants, yeah, but I mean they gonna be good. We got some plays that we signed during the offseason. They gonna be straight. But I'm glad they addressed the tight end position because we needed a tight end. I think Evan Ingram is overrated, and he wasn't doing it for us. And I'm glad that they got Kyle Rudolph from Minnesota. That's definitely gonna a big upgrade at the tight end position for us. Yeah, they didn't play. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not a Wu Tang. He can't play. He ain't gonna go through the whole Wu Tang discography. You know what I'm saying? Then it would turn into like a Wu Tang versus and shit. I'm like, you pick certain joints to play, and he did his thing on all of them. I was thoroughly impressed. I don't think there's any song, I wasn't disappointed with no song. Like they did joints that we knew they was gonna do. They did joints that I didn't expect for them to do. So I thought it was great. They didn't play Blackout. Man, the joints they played on Blackout was good enough for me, man. As long as they played the Rockwaller, I was straight with that. They played Serial Killer. I never heard them play that song ever on live TV. That was great. That's always been one of my favorite songs on the Blackout album. They're gonna address that. Like I'm confident in the Giants, yo. Like it's the Giants. We know how to win championships. I'm confident they're gonna address those spots. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be good. I need Danny Dimes to step up this year though. Like last season we came close to winning the division. At least we were in the thick of it, even though it was a terrible division last year. But I need him to step up this year. No more excuses. It's time for him to really, lead this team into the postseason and see what he can really do. And if he can't do that, then they might have to start thinking about replacing him. I told Reg like, yo, we gotta do the Eric Sherman battle on Sunday, man. Like I ain't trying to wait till next week. We gotta do that shit now and salute this legendary producer and artist. And just seeing Eric Sherman out there again, I was like, yo, we gotta do this Eric Sherman battle this weekend, yo. Fuck wait until next week. Shit was crazy. Rankings, your rankings. I don't know where. Unless he's in the shower, I don't know. He the one that told me he was coming on, and I ain't see the dude. It's like over like 50 minutes already. So I don't know if he's passed out or what. I don't know what's going on with him. Your rankings for the teams in the East, you got the Giants, the Skins, the Cowboys, the Eagles. I don't care about none of those other teams. Only my Giants. I could care less about the Skins, the Cowboys, the Eagles. They could all finish last for all I care. As long as my Giants come out on top of that division and we go to the postseason, that's all I care about. And Cowboys signed Dak to that multi-year deal, so I want to see how that works out for them. As long as my Giants end up on top, man, I only care about my teams. You know, the Knicks, the Giants, the Mets. I am a Yankee fan too, but I want to see the Mets succeed more than the Yankees right now. You know, the Rangers, only my New York teams. I could care less about all those other teams. Knicks won again tonight. I missed the game. I didn't even watch the game. I saw the RJ had a good game. I missed it. That's okay though. I'll catch the next one. Go Knicks. 7 game winning streak. We busting ass right now the way we supposed to. I'm loving it. Great hip hop. My Knicks is winning. I'm happy right now, man. I'm happy. You know, I grew up on golden era hip hop when the Knicks was in the postseason every year. We made it. You know, we had our battles with the Heat and the Bulls and the Pacers. That's when some of the best hip hop came out, man. You know, I'm getting that whole nostalgia all over again. You know, the weather's warming up. We got playoffs coming up. Best time to be a New York Knicks fan right now. Definitely, man. Definitely. Ronnie, how your Lakers looking, yo? I know you're a big Lakers fan. I heard AD coming back on the weekend or something like that. Yeah, man. Good times right now. Celtics beat the Lakers. Oh shit. I ain't see that game either. Didn't the Lakers lose last night? Didn't they lose to Utah? I seen a piece of that game though. That was on ESPN. You straight though. Your AD coming back. LeBron is gonna be coming back as well. Your team straight. I care about my team though. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the Laker fans, but I care about my team. I want my team to be where y'all at, getting that goal. I've been a lifelong Knicks fan. I never seen the Knicks not one time in my entire life win a championship. I need to see that before I die. You come back Thursday? Oh, LeBron coming back in May? Oh, wow. I thought for sure LeBron would have came back the same time as AD. That must be a serious injury then, because he never spends that much time out on the injury list. It's crazy. man. Rest in peace, Prince. What's your favorite Prince songs? Now we talking about Prince. I'm dropping a Prince video later. You know what I'm saying? What's your favorite Prince albums or worst Prince albums, worst Prince songs? James Harden is out. Yeah, I know about that already. James Harden gonna be Harden when he come back. I ain't worried about that. Like when Brooklyn get Harden back healthy, they're gonna be a problem. Diamonds and Pearls, classic album, man. I got that album, classic. Purple Rain, that was my introduction to Prince. Purple Rain, classic, classic movie. So many classics this man got. Definitely, definitely love those albums, man. I gotta play those, man. I gotta definitely play them shits. Private Joy, okay, dope. I love his stuff from the '80s and '90s, man. Like once he hit the 2000s, it's like hit and miss for me though. A lot of those 2000 albums I ain't really care for, but his stuff in like the '80s and '90s are like I love that shit. Definitely, definitely gotta salute him. Darling Nikki, that was classic. One of my favorites on Purple Rain. That whole album, man, for 9 songs. Niggas can't make a 9 song album and it be a classic in this day and age, yo. But Prince and Michael, yo, like both classic artists. Both of those albums I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? And just timeless music. I never get tired of playing those songs in those albums. Better MCs, Loud Records, or Def Jam. That's a good one. I'm gonna go with Loud because they had like Pun. You got Prodigy with Mob Deep. You got Wu. Anybody from Wu was great. Exhibit, underrated. Alcoholics, underrated. I gotta go with Loud. Def Jam. We know the legends on there, but Loud was they were a force to be reckoned with, man. You gotta go with Def Jam. Def Jam fell off though. When would you say that Def Jam fell off at though? What year would you say Def Jam fell off? And they're not the same label that they once was, back in the 2000s. I think they started to fall off after X announced that he was retiring, and when Jay left to go with Live Nation and start Rock Nation, and Ja Rule got caught up. Murder Inc. Went down, and I think yeah, I want to say like around that time, I think they started to go downhill. Even though they had Rick Ross on there and they had Fab and Jada, but It ain't the same Def Jam no more. Yeah, Beatnuts, underrated production team. Psycho Les and Juju, Al Tariq, very underrated. Rap group and production duo. MOP definitely. Pete Rock when he went solo, yes, definitely. Soul Survivors classic. My favorite producer all time. You think Def Jam fell off when Auto Tune exists? Hit their roster. They roster. I think their roster fell off before Auto Tune though. It started to fall off before then. It ain't the same. Like niggas, they got Justin Bieber on there. They got I don't know who the fuck they got other than Bieber on there. Is Jadakiss even still on Def Jam or Fabulous? And I haven't bought albums from neither of them in years, so I wouldn't even know. I think Jada's still on Def Jam. I don't know about Fab. YG. Oh, YG's on Def Jam. Logic's on Def. Okay. I like a couple of Logic albums. I don't like all his shit though. YG is dope. I fuck with YG. Alright. But you see it's a different label now though, compared to when they had the heavy hitters on there. It's crazy. I ain't even waiting for Red, Joe. Like he's high. It's high off his ass from here. Second Method Man album is your favorite? Oh yeah, that's his last good one to me. Like what's the joint? The day after joint was cool too, but I'm not putting that with Takai 1 and 2. I think Takai 1 and 2 is still his best albums ever. I know he had said something about he's still coming out with the album with Havoc. Who knows how that's gonna sound? I'm not getting my hopes up because it is Method Man, so we'll see what happens. Only thing I didn't like was there's too many skits. I never been a fan of skits really like that, unless it was like De La Soul skits. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really care for the skits. Way too many, especially that shit with Trump. That didn't need to be on there. But the album is fire though. Rough Riders of Rockefeller. Rockefeller, definitely. When you got Jay and Beans, Bleak, State Property as a whole was great. Oh, now Reg hits me up. Fuck you been at, nigga? This nigga was high off his ass or something. Young Gunners, you here? Where you at? Where you here? I sent the link, nigga. What is on this nigga? Check your email. Rough Riders. You got Rough Riders? Rough Riders. Yeah, DMX. Well, they only came out with DMX, Eve, The Locks, Dragon, all them other like MCs they had. Young One never came out with no album, and Jin never came out with shit on. I don't think he came out with Rough Riders. He might have dropped like one album and that was it. Infrared and Cross. I don't remember them dropping an album. You know, Rock had the lineup, yo. Dipset, MOP. Even though they didn't drop anything on Rock, Noriega was on that label. Freeway, like I promoted for all of those artists when they were there. So it's definitely Rockefeller over Rough Riders for me. As far as roster, there you at. This nigga right here. Reg, the people been demanding you, bro. Where you been?
I was waiting for you. I didn't get notes on my phone for some reason.
I I was about to end the stream, bro.
I didn't even know you were live. I was like, oh shit.
Man, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, Reg probably high off his ass.
Nah. Oh my god.
Instagram hating, son.
I'm so sorry. I
It's
was
all
like,
good.
you're not even doing this shit. Oops.
It's all good. We was talking about the battle and the favorite moments and shit. What did you think about the battle? Yo, is that your favorite one right now, or is this where's this ranking for you?
To be honest, man, all these versus battles been good lately.
Hmm.
So I wouldn't even say it's like the best one out right now because to this day, the Snoop Dogg and the DMX one, that's still my favorite
That's
one.
your favorite one? Okay.
Yeah. However, um, I personally feel like with this one, it was just the energy was right there. I
Yes.
mean, the guests that they pulled out, oh my God. K Solo, EPMD,
Yes. Oh my
Capadonna,
God.
the
I
Cadet.
got a flashback to '92 when EPMD came out with K Solo and they did headbangs. I was like, yo, we need EPMD need a versus, bro. They gotta battle somebody right now, and they
They
can't
got to.
let not wait until one of these dudes drop dead. They need a versus now. I don't care who it's against. You feel me?
Yeah,
They gotta battle somebody. Put them against Gangstar or MOP. Somebody. They gotta battle somebody. You know that shit was crazy. I ain't see K Solo in years. I can't even tell you the last time I saw K Solo. It's been years.
oh, the dude from the Lords of the Underground
Yes,
too.
do it all. You know what I'm saying? And yo, Lords of the Underground, man. Come on, man. It don't get no better than that. Funky Child, you could not go anywhere in 1993 in New York City and not a Pathfinder going down the street was not blasting Funky. Everybody was blasting that Funky Child joint and Chief Rocker. That shit. Here Come the Lords is a classic album. Did we discuss that album? We got to discuss that album.
Well, yeah, we got you. I'm not the biggest Lords of the Underground fan though, but we can
They
do. We can
second one,
put
they
that.
second one was dope too, but I'm more of a fan of the first one. But bruh, I need to get I had their albums on cassette, but I need to get it on CD or vinyl. But we got to talk about that first album. That's a Five Mic classic already. I'm already saying that a Five Mic classic. So when you see us do the review, you already know what I'm giving it.
Right.
Ain't no spoiler alerts. You know what I'm saying? I was a huge Lords of the Underground fan. You know what I mean? And then that whole House of Hits team with Marley Marl and K Duff, they're responsible for some of the dopest albums in the '90s. Here Come the Lords, the turnaround from Real Live, the Youngsters, No Mercy, World Renowned, Sabi. Even though Sabi never dropped the album, but they did so much crazy dope hip hop for the '90s, man. They got to get saluted too.
Yeah, man. Definitely agree with you on that.
You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, this is how you salute legends. You know what I'm saying? When you do a dope ass perform, because this was a concert. It wasn't no battle to me. This was a concert, and they brought out some of they friends with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's how you salute these legends. Let's salute them now before they no longer here.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like Sam said, like the Luther Vandross tribute. I'm like, bro, I told you so. We already saluted Luther. We ain't wait around for his birthday to come or anniversary. We just said fuck it. We're gonna discuss Luther's discography. So I told you so. Just remember where you saw it first. You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
man is a legend, and I'm glad they put respect on him as well. We gotta salute all the legends. I don't care from what genre it is. We gotta salute all the legends.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's rock and roll, jazz, country, whatever. We gotta salute all the legends. Not these fucking paper legends on of today's music. I'm talking about the real legends. You know, it was great. I thought Scratch. What did you feel about DJ Scratch? I know some people didn't like his him as his set tonight or whatever.
Scratch is always a legend to me.
Yeah, I thought he was dope. I know I saw DJ Tim in here saying that he didn't care for him.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? Bill Cosby, what's good, yo? What you thought about the Versus concert tonight? 'Cause that's what it was. It wasn't even a battle. Yeah, DJ Tim was like he didn't care for Scratch's set. I'm like, yo, I mean, DJ's gonna fuck up. I've seen DJs live where they fucked up. They gonna fuck up. It's live TV. It's not taped. I thought Scratch was great.
Yeah, Scratch is a legend, man. He was killing it. Like,
Yeah. The intermission sets, he was playing all the classic old school stuff and like the soul music in between the like the actual sample of the record before the actual record he was that shit was great to me. You know?
yeah, yeah, man. Even like when they were playing the shit that they were playing, I was expecting to hear a lot of Redman choices too.
Yo. And remember we made a joke about is Redman gonna play anything from Dare, and he did. And he played
Mhm.
shit from Malpractice. He went through his whole discography.
Right.
Just about. Cause even on some of those latter albums that people don't like, he got fire, and I've been saying that forever. Malpractice has always been one of my favorite albums. He got bangers on Malpractice.
He do.
You know what I'm saying? He could have chose any of those joints on Malpractice and would have still been fire. You know? Don't run to get Malpractice now, and your motherfuckers wasn't bumping it before. I've been saying like, yo, I fuck with Malpractice. 80 bars. That's a dope, dope freestyle he got. But we've always known he was a dope freestylist, man. This is nothing new. Tear the roof off. I mentioned that Pro Cosby. I mentioned that like a couple minutes ago. That's really the only joint they didn't play in the Funkorama. I thought for sure he would have played Funkorama. He didn't play that.
No, he didn't.
You know what I mean? Kemper Brody was good. The verses was great. I think this is like one of the best. That's my top three, and all of my top three have Wu-Tang in it. RZA and Primo, Ray and Ghost, and this one. I love it. Think it was great. I'm gonna watch it again. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just so many epic moments in this verses, man. And it was a concert we saw. We didn't even see a battle.
And the SWV and Escape one, that's the next one, right?
Yeah. You said that's rescheduled?
No, I said, is that the next one?
Yeah, that's in May.
Cool.
That's in May. I don't know what's after that. Unless they announced it tonight, I don't know what else is after the SWV and Escape one. And that one was leaked to TMZ. That wasn't even supposed to come out.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? Latasha was the one that leaked it to TMZ. So now we know it's SWV and Escape is in May. I don't know what's next after that. But they got like a whole bunch of other ones playing too. Yeah, Rockwaller coming out. I haven't seen Rockwaller in a couple years. That was dope. But Rockwaller, like Red said, like Red gave Rockwaller the opportunity and he ran with it and he did so many hits for people like Janet Jackson. He did the Moulin Rouge song and that got a Grammy with Missy and Little Kim and Christina Aguilera, Maya. I think Pink was on that joint. That was a huge hit for him. He did the Rockwaller joint on the Blackout album. Everybody knows that. They ended it off with that. Rockwilder's a legend to me. He definitely came a long way.
He didn't. He also produced for Britney Spears too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
Rockwell did.
I didn't know that. Yeah, man, it was a concert. I loved it, and I never seen Redman live. I seen Method Man live. I never seen Redman live, and man, it was great. If that was a concert, I would have definitely been there. I would have bought a ticket and been at that show. Yeah, DJ Scratch. Yeah, he did like I say, ELE's a class. All the Buster solo stuff, the first couple albums, Scratch was all over those albums.
Right.
He did a lot of classic joints for Busta. People forget that it wasn't just Jay Dilla like that was doing shit for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some water right now. Hold on.
Go ahead, yo. Yeah, 4-3-2-1, classic posse cut. We need posse cuts back, yo. We don't have posse cuts anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like you saw posse cuts being performed tonight, man. When you seen EPMD come out with K Solo and Redman, that's a posse cut. 4-3-2-1, that was a posse cut. These kids don't know about no posse cuts nowadays, yo. They don't know what that is. A collab, and a posse cut is two different things. Just Blaze definitely. He got classic hits, man. Classics though, definitely. Just Blaze is a legend to me. Hit him high, yeah. A posse cut. Underrated joint at that. And that was on the Space Jam soundtrack, bro. When you had LL Cool J with Busta Rhymes, Method Man, who else was on that? I think Coolio was on that joint. Crazy joint. Trackmasters did that. Yeah, Method Man did Make Up the Break. And I like the part where Redman was telling Method Man like I don't got any girly songs. You don't like you the one with the girly songs. Like it's true, Redman ain't had no the songs for the chicks. You know, unless you call Superman Lover, unless you call that like that might be like his only girly song, but Method Man was like the sex symbol. He's the one that had All I Need and breakups to makeups. You know.
Like y'all talking about when he produced Superman Level 3?
Yeah, with the cape, that shit was so funny. And I seen Meth go to the like the little, it was like a garbage can or something, and take out the cape. I'm like, yo, this dude about to put on the cape.
I don't know why, but I thought he was gonna do Superman Level 2.
I thought he was gonna do part one, cause part one, I think more people know part one than the other ones. But I've always said like when the first album dropped and he came out with that, it was so vivid and then like hearing Superman Level Part Two. That's one of my favorite songs on Days of Dark Side, and I like the storyline for that. And I'm like, yo, I think when we discussed the Doc's the name, was it Doc's name 2000
Yeah,
or Malpractice, I mentioned it. I'm like, yo, he should have did a long form video like Thriller style where it was like all the sequels connected together, like a long story type of mini movie for those sequels, because I think it would have been bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like cause I mean like people, they had to have like their own um favorites. But I think if he had all of those sequels as videos connected together, it would have been like a real epic thing, for hip hop. Like the way that Jay-Z did for Streets is Watching, and you know what I'm saying? So I've always liked those sequels, you know what I'm saying? And I was I was shocked he did it, 'cause I never seen Redman perform any Superman Lover song live. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these songs, I never seen them. Like even when I saw Method Man in '96, it was all Wu Tang. Wu Tang was there with him, so he didn't really like go out of his way to do like Bring the Pain and the solo joints from the first Takala album like that. It was all Wu Tang there, and I never saw Redman live. So a lot of these joints, I was like seeing them perform live for the first time. Like What the Blood Clot, I never seen him perform that live.
same. Or the Riddler.
Yeah, or the Riddler, right? I forgot about that. The Riddler from Batman Forever, that
Yep.
soundtrack. That was a huge song when that joint came out. A lot of people forgot about that.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, that is classic shit that they did tonight. We might never see them perform a lot of these songs ever again. You
Exactly.
know what
So
I'm saying?
enjoy it while it lasts.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I love the fact that they paid homage to the legends. They, DMX and Black Rob and Luther Vandross and Biggie when he did Method, his verse on the What. I'm like, yo, that's how you supposed to salute the legends, man. The real legends, no matter what genre it is. You know. The songs oh yeah, he didn't do that. What's the something for the Honeys remix? He didn't do that. He didn't do the
Right.
SWV. I have a feeling they're gonna do Lose My Cool for their battle. They might do it for their battle. He didn't do that. He didn't do this the shit with Jodeci from Divey with Mad Band. You know, yeah. RZA coming out. I didn't expect to see RZA. He said he announced that he got an album coming out with DJ Scratch. Hopefully that's good. Epic night, man. My mind is blown right now. I'm still blown right now. Like I want to watch it over because it's like so many like epic moments happen, and I'm like, yo, I haven't seen K Solo in forever, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like K Solo was there and he performed. I'm like, why we can't get a new K Solo album in 2021?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would love to hear a new K Solo album. Like why he been gone from the game for so long? You feel me? Cause he only got he only got 2 albums, right? He got the first one and Time's Up,
Yeah, the first one,
and they super out of print. I don't even got those joints. You know
that
what I'm
Time's Up
saying?
album is cold as fuck though. Ooh,
Yo, he needs a remaster for Time's Up. Cause Time's Up, I remember listening to that, and that shit was very low. The volume was very low on that joint.
I
We
think
need a new K Solo album, cause I know these kids don't know who the fuck K Solo is.
Portrait of a
Okay,
Criminal. Oh my god.
I grew up on Your Mom's in My Business. You know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I remember when K Solo was a boxer, a Golden Glove boxer, and they used to say how him and Redman look alike. You know what I'm
they do.
saying? I'm like, bruh, we need a new K Solo album. Keith Murray is back, looking like Keith Murray. I was happy to see. I was like, okay, Murray, the most beautifulest thing in the world. I'm like, okay, he back. He got a new joint coming out with Eric Sermon. I'm like, yo, I want to hear a solid Keith Murray album in 2021. Not no bullshit.
I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying? Not no bullshit, because that Def Jam album was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? His last good album before that was that the joint the most beautifulest thing in the world. I got that joint. That's from 98, 99.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. The joint with Incredible with LL Cool J.
Yes.
Classic album. Classic.
By the way,
That
the SWV review is rescheduled because Ash has to wake up early.
so when we doing that?
Probably next week.
Next week, okay. So we ain't got nothing Wednesday. We ain't got nothing Wednesday.
No, Wednesday is Richard Pryor. This nigga's crazy, but
We ain't got nothing
we ain't got
Thursday.
nothing Thursday.
Okay. Yeah, man, like I don't know why he was gone. Like we need a new K Solo album.
'Cause I know he
Definitely.
went to prison after I think Time's Up.
Right. He was on the remember he was on the beef
Yeah,
DVD about him and DMX,
that shit was crazy.
which I never felt like DMX sounded like K Solo. So you know,
But you DMX fans don't know shit about K-Solo.
Ronnie said in speaking of the what, who had the best verse on Biggie the What featuring Method. Well, I don't know. I love both of them. You can't go wrong with either.
Yeah,
You know, I love both. I think Method Man was great. Biggie was great. You know, a classic song that should have had a video for it.
I agree.
Bill Cosby said, "I hope Red and Meth redeem themselves with Black." Hopefully, I mean, they've
I
been
don't know
talking.
about Blackout 3. I'm gonna be real with you.
I want to hear Eric Sermon do beats on Blackout 3. It would be nice to hear RZA, but RZA at this point, as far as his production, I don't care for it. But Eric Sermon still got his beats. I want to hear Eric on that album. You know what I'm saying? If we can get Eric on there, maybe Derringer or something, or Alchemist, it could be good. They've been talking about that forever. They've been talking about how hard 2 forever and that. You saw what happened with that.
Oh God.
You know? He Redman mentioned Muddy Waters too. Who knows? He been talking about that forever. He said this summer, so we'll see. I think now he got to drop it because you got the momentum now with 80 bars and the video just came out. You got to
Right.
sustain this momentum. You know, come out with some more joints and get people ready from Muddy Waters too. That's how he got to do it. It make no sense to be dropping these 12-inch singles and no album is dropping with it. This is the perfect time for him to come out with part 2. Ronnie said better production discography, Eric Sermon or RZA.
Ooh. Oh
I
wow.
don't know. Well, I'm gonna tell
That's
you
kind of
this.
tough.
I'm gonna tell you this. RZA don't got it no more. He fell off. Eric still got it. If you heard the Vernier album, that's all Eric. He still got it. So that's my answer. You know what I'm saying? Like I love RZA, but he fell off a long time ago. You know, he started doing like some alternative shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't even focused on Wu Tang shit like that. It's crazy, man.
Well, let's. Do you want to just move the conflicted and top five worst hood movies Thursday then?
All right, we could do it. And you want to do that live or we doing a
Yeah, let's just
recording?
do that live then.
Have I don't. Have they seen the movie? Have any of y'all seen the Griselda film, Conflicted? Because I mean, if we go live with this and y'all ain't see, y'all ain't gonna know what the fuck we
I know
talking about.
Ronnie said he saw. I think Ronnie said he saw
Ronnie
that.
saw the film.
I think, yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm not
y'all go
watching that
check it out.
too.
I mean, if y'all love hood films, Conflicted, the Griselda film is on streaming, Amazon Prime.
The
I've
acting is
seen it.
horrible.
It's horrible. You already giving away your thoughts on on the review.
That's all I'm gonna say. The acting is horrible on that.
Bill Cosby said it's a great movie. I don't know about all that. I got some positives about it and I got some negatives about it. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's because I've outgrown hood films. I think that's the main reason. But I don't know. I don't want to say it's some classic film now.
Hood movies, man.
You know? Yeah, but even with hood films, there's some hood films that were good because the acting was good, and there's some hood films that were bad because everything about it was bad.
I'm about to watch that rap movie right now.
What hood? What you talking about? Conflicted?
Hood rat.
Oh, hood rat? I'm not watching that. That whole title alone sounds terrible. You know what I mean?
What's
Which
icy?
rap duos? Well, if Pro Cosby said you saw it and Ronnie saw it, so I mean y'all could definitely be here when we go live with the review because we're doing it on Thursday night. So Ronnie said which rap duos should be on the Mount Rushmore? Definitely EPMD. Definitely EPMD.
Mob Deep.
Mob Deep, EPMD, um, Outkast. They in my top five. Um, who else? Shit, man. There's a couple, man. CNN, definitely underrated in my opinion. You know, Camp Low is underrated. Gangstar, definitely. P Rock and CL Smooth, definitely. You know what I mean? It's a couple, man. Das Effects, definitely one of my favorites. Camp Low is severely underrated. You know, it's like after their first album, it's like niggas feel like they got like one good album.
You Camp Low?
Yeah,
I agree.
Dog Pound definitely. You know, just Daz alone is one of the best underrated producers, man. Daz definitely. You know, Cool G Rap and Polo, yes. Everybody can't front on that mountaintop. There's gonna be some people left off of there.
Right.
Eric B and Rakim, huh?
Some are good, but some aren't Mount Rushmore good.
Right, right. Who you put on Mount Rushmore?
Who am I putting?
Yeah,
Outkast, Mob Deep, Egg Me and Rakim. Um, believe it or not, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
one of my favorites too.
Um, hmm, who else? Dougie Fresh and Ricky D.
Interesting.
Yeah,
And they don't have an album together though.
they don't, but I feel like they influence a lot of people.
Yeah. Beatboxing, yes, definitely. And the storytelling,
Yes,
definitely. They should have had an album. They should have had a couple albums together. Nice and Smooth is underrated. I don't know if they making the Mount Rushmore, but they underrated.
I like
Definitely.
Nice and Smooth, but they ain't Mount Rushmore to me.
They my favorite album from them was the Jewel of the Nile. That was 94.
See, I never heard that album.
You didn't hear that one?
Now I'm
That
about
to
to
me is their
dig it.
best one. Like I like the one before it, but Jewel of the Nile, I don't know. It's just something about that album. It was like it was really like a hardcore sound for them, but they still had like the party like the regular nice and smooth joints like Old to the New and Return of the Hip Hop Freaks. That's a classic album in my opinion. But they wouldn't make my Mount Rushmore, but they underrated though. Organized
Ooh,
Confusion. How you feel about them?
I love Organized Confusion. That's a duo I believe are very underrated.
Yeah. And each one of them, I don't know how you feel about Prince Poe's solo career, but Pharoah Monch and OC definitely made a name for themselves solo wise.
I mean, I heard Prince Pro's album a while back ago. I felt like it was solid.
Right. I've never listened to Prince Poe's solo stuff though. You know what I'm saying? But he was dope in the group. But Pharoah Monch's first album is a classic. I know we
Exactly.
discussed that a couple of months ago. And I don't have that one. I need to get that. And OC, I've always been a fan of OC, and he's still on point lyrically. Showbiz and AG, how you feel about them?
Fuck with Showbiz and AG.
I don't know if they're making my Mount Rushmore, but they in the same class with Nice and Smooth. They underrated, you know. But these are all artists I rather discuss than just the usual. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the dudes that don't get no recognition a lot. You know what I'm saying? So like, Nice and Smooth and Showbiz and AG, Organized Confusion. Those are the dudes I'd rather discuss. I got the first Organized album. I have that one. Not the first one. The Stress album. I have that one.
Yeah, I got everything but the Equinox.
Equinox was good. I heard that one. I never bought Equinox, but I heard it. But that's a good album too. MOP underrated.
Ooh,
That's one of my favorites. I think their discography is strong. But again, it's like with hip hop duos, I don't hear enough MOP. I hear more Mob Deep than MOP. That's what I'm saying.
Loki MOP was more consistent than Mob Deep. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
Uh, I want to say Mob. The only Mob album I don't like is the last one. The one from what 20 was it 2014 that came out?
Yeah.
The infamous Mob joint. I didn't like that one. Blood Money I like. I thought it was solid. It's just too much G Unit influence on that one.
What's up?
America's Nightmare was dope, minus a couple tracks I didn't care for. But like MOP got a solid discography though. They have albums that went under the radar. The album they did with the um the Snow Goons, Sparta, that was a dope album. First Family for Life, that was dope. The rock rap collaboration album they did. A lot of people don't know about that. That was a dope album. You
Right.
know, they underrated. Yeah, EPMD definitely on my Mount Rushmore. EPMD, Mob Deep, Outkast, Gangstar, P Rock and Seal Smooth. They definitely on my Mount Rushmore. Helter Skelter. How could I forget about them? Smith and Wesson. Definitely. You know, Black Moon was a trio, so I'm not gonna put Black Moon in there. But Smith and Wesson's still killing it now. So definitely they're on my list.
Pete Rock and CL Smooth. How can we forget
Yeah,
them?
I mentioned that they in my top five. Definitely. Those two albums they have both classic. And that was my first concert ever was seeing them in concert. So they definitely on my Mount Rushmore. That
Ghostface and
that
Raekwon.
they ain't got an album together though.
You said what?
They don't have no album together. They're not official. They're a group within a group. They're Wu Tang together. When you talking duos, they have classic shit together, but they don't have an album together though. Do you consider Cuban Link and Iron Man a group album?
Hmm.
Because if you talking Cuban Link. Cuban Link is Raekwon's album
Right.
featuring Ghostface. Iron Man is Ghostface album featuring Raekwon and Capadonna. But they're not officially a group. Those are Wu Tang solo albums featuring other Wu Tang members. You know what I'm saying? So, but if we talking duos, then yes, they Ghostface and Ray definitely deserve to be on that list, just like Red and Meth. Black Star, yes, Black Star got even though they got one album, classic album. I don't know if I'm putting Black Star in my top five with Gangstar and P Rock and CL Smooth though.
I feel you.
But duo, yes, they up there. Like, cause Yasin Bey and I know you hate Talib, but together they got a classic. Most Def have the better discography though, but I actually like the new Talib album with Diamond D, the Gotham album.
Yeah.
It's a dope album. If you haven't heard it, check it out. You got Diamond D rapping on like 2 or 3 songs with him. I think it's a dope album. I think that's the type of album I want to hear from Talib, like some strong production, cause he got the lyrics. He always had the lyrics. He just needed the production. And Diamond D is one of the best producers. You
I'll
know,
probably peep it one day.
Sam said the Dirt album is underrated.
Who stood out?
The Helter Skelter.
Yeah, that's not my still need to hear.
Yeah, that one was good. I still got Nocturnal as their best, but a Dirt album was dope. Jay-Z and Kanye. I don't look at Jay-Z and Kanye as a duo.
I mean, they did drop an album together.
That was a collab album, but they're not like an official duo. Like how Ray and Ghost is more official duo than them. I mean, cause Jay-Z was also on the J Electronica album, but they're not a duo. You feel me? So it was like it's Jay-Z on J Electronica's debut album, but they're not a duo. It's just a collab. I mean, I don't even want to call it a collab album. I don't even know why Jay-Z was all over that album.
We thought. Oh, I thought you were talking about Jay and Kanye.
No, I'm talking about Jay and Electronica.
Oh no, I was talking about Jay and Kanye.
Jay, they did a collab album. I don't look at them as a duo though. They're not like an official group. UGK is a group compared to Jay and Kanye.
A Ball and MJG too.
Yes, underrated. Again,
Oh,
underrated.
speaking of, there's this dope video. You ever watch the YouTube channel Stock Crimes?
Nah.
They do this. They did this dope video about how Diddy be screwing motherfuckers over. I shared it on my YouTube and shit.
Well, we know that. He been doing that forever. This nothing new.
And then this nigga said, "I'm still trying to figure out how Diddy got 8 Ball and MJG."
I think, and somebody talked about that Living Legends album yesterday. I think they tried to do commercial and see how it went, and it didn't work for them. That I had that album. That album wasn't good. It wasn't a good album. It was too much Diddy was on that. It was like, you know what he did, like the same thing he did with Boys in the Hood, and having Jeezy and Jody Breeze and them cats together. He tried to do the same with he tried to dip his toe into the Southern water. Like, oh, I did this shit with Boys in the Hood. Let me get Abel and MJG on Bad Boy and see if I could do the same thing, because the South was popping at that time. He was trying to cash in on what the South was doing.
Yeah, mind you, he did the Young Jock. He had a Young Jock too.
And Young Jock, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. He was trying to cash in on what the South was doing, and it just fell for him. Now I got the Boys in the Hood album. You know what I'm saying? I don't play it that much, but I got it. You know what I'm saying? But that 8 Ball and MJ, that's not their best work.
Yeah, I'm more of a fan of everything up to 99.
Right.
Them.
Right.
Everything from Coming Out Hard, Top of the World, all that shit.
Where you got the clips at? The clip. I forgot about the clip. The clips first 2 albums. Classic.
I respect their legacy, but they're not in my Mount Rushmore.
Right.
Because like I said, I'm not a big fan of their first album like that.
Lord Willing. Oh, you talking about the one before Lord Willing?
Okay, scratch that.
Okay.
Second album.
Lord Willing and Hell Hath No Fury.
Yeah, I love Hell After Fury.
I love that one.
I didn't hear the first album they did before Lord Willing. I never heard that.
I didn't hear that one, yeah. They wasn't in a bag. They didn't meet Pharrell and Chad then until Lord Willing. You know what I mean? Lord Willing is classic. That classic album, Hell Hath No Fury. That's some of the hardest Neptune's beats you ever gonna hear on that album. Better Stand Up, Richard Pryor, or Red Fox.
Pryor. I mean, I love Red Fox, but Pryor all day.
Yeah, Richard Pryor review coming. I never discussed the comedy albums, so this is gonna be the first time for me. Where y'all Bill Cosby says where y'all ranking CNN. CNN to me they're underrated, but they're not making my top five though. But War Report is classic. The Reunion was a solid album. I even like War Report 2, even though it wasn't properly promoted. But they right there, like they are legends. No Noriega is a dope solo artist. You know, he got classics. You know what I mean? But they're not making my top five, but they definitely underrated. But you got CNN at.
Um, top 15, but not Mount Rushmore.
Top 15. Okay.
Yeah, because even like I said, I would even throw in the reunion too.
Mm. I thought you didn't like that one.
No. It's the War Report 2. Everything after the reunion, I didn't like.
The Reunion 2. They have a Reunion 2?
No, I meant the second album, the
Oh, the
reunion.
second. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I didn't care for the War Report 2.
Yeah. Raw Report wasn't promoted, and they wasn't. I don't think they were on Tommy Boy at that time. It was like a independent label or something. You know, the best song on there to me was the last song, Obituary, where they shouting out like all the dead legends like Michael Jack. That's when Michael Jackson had just passed away, and they shouted him out in Aaliyah and Easy E, and that's the best song on the album. Ronnie wants to know what's the best, which black sitcom should be on the Mount Rushmore. Bronny, yo, did you not see like the 100 best TV shows all time we did? Like we already ranked those already.
You said just black sitcoms?
Just black sitcoms. What's on Mount Rushmore?
Um,
I got Bel Air. I got Martin. Um, Living Single. A Different World. Cosby Show. All of those on my Mount Rushmore.
I got Sanford and Son, Good Times, Jeffersons, Cosby Show. Um, Personally, I would throw in Amen. Personally,
That's a good one.
that's an
Emeka
underrated.
was good.
I don't see
Salute.
it. You said what?
That's the bro from Nigeria. He lives in Tennessee now. Salute to you, Emeka. A
Oh,
Different World. That's one of my favorites. I grew up on A Different World.
yeah, Different World too. Bel Air,
Yeah,
Martin.
Martin.
Personally, I would also throw in Rock. Personally,
Underrated.
yes,
Underrated.
that Rock
Definitely.
review is coming, y'all. It's coming.
Hold up, you doing the whole show or just like a certain year?
The whole show.
The whole show? And how
Yeah,
many seasons that was?
3. I told you I
Oh,
got
that's
the whole
easy.
series.
That's easy. Yeah. I thought it was like I'm thinking it's like 5 6 seasons and shit.
No, unfortunately, it was too smart for its time. That's why they canceled it.
In Living Color, I forgot about that. In Living Color,
See, I would put that as a sketch comedy. I won't put it as a black sitcom.
that's true. That's true.
Because I know a lot of people want to throw that as a sitcom, which kind of irritates
Yeah,
me.
that was more in the group of SNL and Mad
Yeah,
TV. Yeah, that's
even
true.
though it was better than SNL, but that's another story for a different day.
I'm an SNL
Um,
fan. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that, man.
you said what?
Lot of legends came from SNL. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of legends came from SNL, but then SNL also had a lot of just bad years too. Whereas with
What
Living,
do you consider the bad years of SNL?
oh my,
Like
ooh,
is like you talking about like after Will Ferrell and them left?
believe it or not, I personally felt like this is how I see it. The not so ready for primetime players from like 75 to 80,
Hmm.
nothing touches that era, in my personal opinion. Everything after 1980, even though I love Eddie Murphy, I
Hmm.
love Farley, Chris Rock, all of them, was hit or miss.
See, I didn't. I grew up in the Eddie Murphy era of SNL. So all of those other stuff, like I seen like years later. Like to me, it was like when Eddie was there and Steve Martin and Jane Curtin, and then going into the '90s when you had Chris Rock and Adam Sandler. Like those to me were like the best decades of SNL.
Yeah, like the Bad Boys of SNL era, like with Harley, I mean yeah, Harley and Rock and Sandler and Tim
Right,
Meadows.
right,
That was a good era too. Personally, I would say the 85 to 90 era with Dana Carvey and Billy Crystal. I prefer
right.
that era
That
more
was good too. Yeah,
because that was them going back to their roots, if you ask me.
right.
But besides the Will Ferrell era too, I can't really
He
think of
was the best thing on there. Like when
he was.
he would do like the cheerleading segments with the other girl. That was like the best shit on there.
Yeah, because Will Ferrell, he always has the ability to like elevate his material and stuff like that.
Right.
Because they were giving him some bad shit in
Yeah,
SNL too.
they did.
No wonder why Tina Fey started writing her own material.
Sean, what's good, yo? I ain't seen you in a minute. Yeah, I did listen to the X Clan album. I actually got Professor X first solo album. I want to say it's his first solo album, the Puss in Boots album.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got that one on CD. That's a dope album, underrated. Um, somebody mentioned Sam mentioned the Wayne's Brothers.
I like the Wayans brothers, but I would not put that on my Mount Rushmore.
But I definitely love the Wayne's Brothers. So if we talking like top five, that's not making my top five. It definitely make my top 10 though, because
Yeah,
I'm a big I remember going down to TRL when White Chicks had came out, and they were at TRL with I think Carson Daly was the host still at that point, and they were promoting the movie, and there's like mad fans out in Manhattan. I was there.
yeah, man. I remember
Sam
when
said,
B.
"Fuck X Clan." What you got to get X Clan, Sam?
I was never an excellent fan like that
You
either.
wasn't you wasn't big. I wasn't huge on X Clan. Like I listened to the album, the first one, and like I've come to like respect their music now, but I wasn't like a huge X Clan fan. I was more of a Lin Q fan. Back when she was ISIS,
Yeah,
I was more of a Lin Q. Like when she went solo and she she changed into Lin Q. I was more of a fan of hers. Um,
but
Chant said, "What about Robert Townsend, Partners in Crime?"
what I seen that on YouTube like a thumbnail. Was it like a stand up special or
I
something?
never watched that. Partners in Crime. I don't remember that one.
Cause shout out to that YouTube channel, Real Black. They
Hmm.
always have like the rare goodies when it comes to
Right,
black media, and I saw that
right. I never. I don't think I watched Partners in Crime. What year was that?
like '88. I want to say,
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
yeah. To me, X Clan, even though I do like their second album, I heard like a lot of shit about how some of the members are pedophiles.
Well,
I heard a
listen,
lot.
we're not gonna go into that. Like they said the same thing about African Bambaataa. You know what I'm saying? And you know, again,
Yeah,
like I'm saluting these people for their artistry, not their personal life. Like they gotta live with that stuff.
yeah,
They gotta live with those demons.
yeah. Like I said, I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just saying I heard a lot
Hey,
of shit.
is it wasn't Sally Cell caught up in that shit too? And
Who?
he's like a West Coast legend.
Who? Silly Cell?
Sally Cell wasn't he caught up in pedophilia and shit?
Oh, I didn't even know about that. Whoa.
I remember hearing about that. I'm thinking it's Sally Cell. Am I saying the wrong? If anybody know what I'm talking about, is
Yeah,
it the right? Is it Sally Cell or is it
yeah,
somebody else?
Silly Cell. Yeah,
Yeah, I heard about that. He's a West Coast legend to a lot of people. So
I think BG Knockout too.
right,
I heard it was messing with some shit, but
look, man, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? That's on them. Like people, X Clan was underrated. They don't really get mentioned a lot, but I know their music. I wasn't a huge fan of them, but um, which one is it that died? Was Brother J that passed away?
yeah,
Yeah, rest in peace to him. We got to salute our legends. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and also another reason too. The first album to the East backwards,
Hmm.
it used a lot of familiar samples too.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I'm usually not one to always nitpick about production sometimes, but I'm sorry. I just have to say, I just have to because I don't want to hear the same sample used plenty of times, and the way they were using it too, it was just like.
Right. Chunk,
Um,
Chunk said Brother Jay's a lyricist.
I can respect that. Yeah, he can spit though. Brother Jay can spit.
Right.
I'm not going to deny that. But
To the east, my brother, to the east.
I'm that type of
Yeah.
nigga.
Yeah.
They
I,
they they killed Karis One in that Fire on Earth
I
song,
remember that joint, yo.
but he killed them too on the whole Sex and Violence album. Like
Right.
that's
Yeah,
one thing. Niggas think they can battle Karis One and they can win. I'm just like, no. Y'all talk about Drake. Y'all talk about Eminem. Karis One was the original battle master. This nigga legitly killed a lot of rappers' careers and
Did you
shit.
say Drake? You can't put Drake in that category.
No, because niggas always make it seem like Drake. People can't beat Drake in a
Who
battle.
was saying that Drake is a battle rapper? I've
Man,
never heard that.
go to Rap Genius and shit, man. Just go to Rap Genius.
Rap Genius. What the hell they know? Rap Genius is they have people saying that Drake is a battle rapper? Since when?
Yeah, like
Since
go in the
when?
forums and shit.
Hell fucking no. Never. He's not no
Hell,
battle
Common's a
rapper.
better battle rapper than Drake.
Drake? I've never heard that. They're bugging. Chaunt said, have you all heard Dudley Perkins? A Little Light? Who the hell is Dudley
What the
Perkins?
fuck is that?
Never heard of him.
I saw that Snoop video though. That look around.
That shit looks fire. I was just talking about that. I was like, yo, that's the shit I want to hear from Snoop. I like Snoop when he's on his G shit. Not this other shit that he's doing and you're doing reggae albums and funk albums and shit. Go back to your G shit.
Y'all find
Because
it
that
funny.
he's at his best when he's at his G shit.
Y'all find it funny that he had an All Eyes on Me, but he didn't imitate the All Eyes on Me cover and shit.
Right.
Y'all find that funny?
Here you go. Here you go. Dropping gossip. Here you go.
No. I'm just saying though, because he was even the Autumn. He did the Ice Cube. He even did Easy E.
Yeah.
And he had beef with Easy. But I'm just saying,
Right.
you had a tuba All Eyes on Me. You didn't want to. I'm just saying though. I'm just saying.
I'm sure that was mentioned already, but I mean, I love the video. I think the video is dope and the song is dope. I'm like, this is the shit I fuck with from Snoop. When
I
he's
might
doing
actually
this
get
shit.
that out. I might peep that album though, just in case.
Is that from the West Coast Supergroup album or no?
Nah, that's from his album.
Oh, he got another album coming out?
Yeah.
Oh,
He just
wow.
dropped a new album. I think last week or the week before.
Did he? I didn't even hear about it.
Yeah, to me, when I hear Snoop drop a new album, I'm not no lie. I respect that legends dropping albums. But I'm just like, okay. But I
Is it
might
any
check
good?
that out though. I'm like,
I have not enjoyed a Snoop album since Bush, and that was when did Bush come out? Like 2014 or something.
yeah.
That's the last time I heard a Snoop album that was good. I didn't like none of his other shit after that. Like that Kool-Aid and all that other shit. I didn't care for that stuff. The reincarnated and nah.
The Never Again was okay.
Never Again was good.
It was okay to me.
I don't want okay though. I want solid. You know what I'm saying? I want solid album, man. I don't want okay album. I'm not gonna buy it if it's just okay. I have albums from Snoop that shit. Ego Trippin'. I went to FYE the same day Ego Trippin' came out and bought it, and that album is terrible. That's one of his worst albums ever. I don't want a mediocre album. It's like if Griselda can drop solid shit, why can't some of these legends from the Golden Era drop solid shit like them? Why is it a struggle for the Locks to come out with a good album in Snoop Dogg? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
LL Cool J has not put out a solid album since the GOAT. That was 2000. We already in another fucking decade.
And I wouldn't even call that solid.
You know what I'm saying? Well, shit, it was way better compared to the shit after that. I mean, you like the Definition or James Todd Smith over the GOAT?
Let's not go crazy.
I'm just saying if we ranking LL in just the 2000s alone, his best album in the 2000s was the GOAT. Easily. It's by a landslide because all that other shit, Exit 13, trash, Authentic, all that other shit, trash. I don't like none of those albums. I never bought none of them shits. It cannot be a struggle for golden era artists to come out with solid projects in this day and age. I don't understand that.
I know a lot of people say that KRS One's new album was pretty good.
Was it? I didn't even hear it.
The way
Pill
they
said, "What
described it,
about Never Left?" Now, I didn't hear Never Left. You said it was okay.
it's been years since I said it was okay.
Malice in Wonderland. I like some songs. I didn't like the whole album. He got mediocre shit too. A documentary. It got some bangers, but it wasn't a classic album. I have that album. Um, what's the other one? There's another one that I was gonna mention too, but Rhythm and Gangsta I like, and I like well, Blue Carpet Treatment to me is a classic. I love that album.
You call that a classic?
Yes, it's very. That's one of his best ones. Blue Carpet Treatment, one of his best ones.
I mean, I like the album. I don't know if I would call it. It's like I like the album, but a lot of fans call it a classic. Maybe I might re-listen to it. Let me see what
Let's
I'm
let's discuss that album
Okay.
because I thought that was a solid album, and he had Dre doing tracks on there when Dre was actually still in his bag.
You want to do it on your channel sometime next week?
I don't mind. I don't mind doing that.
Okay,
We do it
cool.
for West Coast Wednesday,
Bet. Just text and remind me,
right?
because
Uh,
if that's the case,
mm,
I might actually re-listen to Rhythm and Gangster too.
that's a dope album too. I like that one.
That's one album I'm kind of grateful I have because
Yeah.
even though I love Snoop, his fan base sometimes gets on my nerves. Like, dog, it's like with the Nas fan base too, with
Mm.
the doggy style, doggy style, doggy style. But low key, in Nas's defense, Nas was more consistent than Snoop. I'm gonna be real with you. You think so?
I don't know. I don't. I don't know if I'm defending Nas like that because he got some shit too. So I don't know. It depends on the if you talking about '90s, then I'll say yeah, Nas have the better albums in the '90s. But he got some shit that I don't like. You already know I don't. The Lost Tapes 2 is not great. Um, I don't like Untitled, and I have that album. I don't like Hip
You
Hop Is Dead.
tripping?
I like Sweet Disciple, and that's not even a great double album. You know, if we talking 2000 shit, I gotta go with Snoop, even with the mediocre shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because there's more Snoop albums in the 2000s I like over Nas, but it wasn't. Snoop have hit and misses too.
Yo, the last meal though.
Last Meal was classic. I love the Three No Limit albums. I think that's his best work after Doggy Style. People for whatever reason, and I don't know because you're talking to a guy that I don't like No Limit. I never listened to him. I don't like Master P. I don't care for him, and I didn't grow up on No Limit shit. Like I got one C Murder album and he was after No Limit. I got one Mystical album and he was all after. Or I think he was before. He joined the Tarantula album that wasn't on No Limit, right?
Nah, that was on I think J Records. I think.
Right. So you're talking to somebody that didn't grow up on No Limit. But I love the three Snoop albums on No Limit. I think that's his best shit after Doggy Style. A lot of people don't care for those albums. And I'm like, yo, I don't know what the hell y'all what kind of classics y'all think Snoop got
To
after
me,
Doggy Style.
I have a story. To me, I would say the last meal is a West Coast classic.
I love that album. I think it's great.
But to this day, did I ever show you? Remember that time I had that CD lot, and I had the case for the last meal, and I'm still grateful I got this album. But I opened it, and it was Scarface Last of the Dying Breed.
Oh
I'm,
shit.
I'm grateful I got the album because that's the Scarface album no one talks about and after we
Right.
listen to.
So where's the actual CD for the last meal?
That's a good ass question. That's a good ass
So
question.
so dude put the Scarface CD and there's no last meal CD in it?
No,
Wow.
but you know what? Like I said, I'm cool. I got the Scarface CD because I love
Right.
Scarface. But I hate
I
when
love
more
all three.
do that shit.
The game is to be sold, not told. That to me is a great album.
I
Top
don't know
Dog is
about
a
all
great
that.
album. I don't see why like with the hate for the No Limit albums.
I never like that game to be so.
Right.
I never cared for that. Like,
Chaunt said, "Have y'all heard of her? Y'all heard Oh No Might Exodus into I didn't hear that Oh No album though. I know Oh No, but I didn't hear that album from him.
who's on know?
That's Madlib's brother.
Oh wow.
He's a producer too. He have a group with he had a group with Alchemist. The gang
Alchemist
room.
has a group with everybody.
Yeah, Alchemist been a part of a lot of
That
groups.
boy, that boy getting paid, man.
Yeah.
This movie is.
America said the new Nas joint is weak or the EPMD joint.
Whoa. Oh wait. You talking about King's Disease or the EPMD song? Because that
I don't know.
EPMD
I don't
song
know
is hot though.
which one you talking about. I don't know if you talking about the single or the album.
That EPMD joint is kind of hot though.
You like it? Stillmatic and Godson, yes, those were great. Distant Relatives was underrated.
Yeah, this movie's funny.
Tarantula was released on Jive. Okay, well that's the one mystical album I have. So I wasn't big on No Limit, but I love the No Limit Snoop stuff though.
Hold on, wait a minute. So he went back to Jive Records.
But
Wow.
Tarantula, who was Mystical?
Yeah,
Well, Tarantula was before No Limit.
that was after No
That was
Limit.
after No Limit. So he was on Jive before.
Oh no, no, it was Big Boy Records. My fault. Okay, okay.
Okay.
I think
He's talking
no.
about King's disease. Okay, so he doesn't like King's
Wait,
disease.
hold up. Wait a minute. Oh,
Look,
no,
I like
I
some
feel that.
songs on there. I don't think it was some great album like everybody thought it was. Like I heard people putting King Disease in the same sentence with It Was Written. I'm like, no, It Was Written is way better than King's Disease, bro.
Hey
You know
yo,
what I'm
I'm
saying?
about.
Even Godson to me is better than King's Disease. No, I think people got caught up in the hype when that album came out last year.
Hey, I'm
You know what I'm
about to show
saying?
you the mystical
Right.
unsung.
Because you know what it was. It was like because after Nasir, we just wanted to get the bad taste out of our mouth, and he came with King's Disease, and it sounded a lot better. But I'm not putting it up there with God. Godson to me is still a better album.
Hey, just be grateful you got a Grammy for this.
Yeah, you got a Grammy for an album that a lot of people don't really care for. You know, what I'm saying? I rather him at one for Illmatic and It Was Written than I Am. The rightful Grammys he should have gotten that he got robbed for so many years ago.
Shit,
Trent said,
nigga.
"Here Come the Lords" is straight up suicide. For me, it's "Here Come the Lords" as a classic. Straight up suicide was dope, but I don't think it's a classic album like "Here Come the Lords." What you got? What you got, Reg?
Whew. I'm gonna go with Straight Up
Straight
Suicide
up
to be
suicide.
perfect.
That's
Yeah,
your favorite Das Effects album?
my favorite Dr. Phil was actually Hold It Down, but
I hold it down.
I saw the Chant 100 question. I thought that's what you were answering.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
after
straight up suicide. That was a dope album. That was dope. I need to get that. I had that on cassette. I never bought it on CD though. I need to get that on CD. I need to get Here Come the Lords on CD. Hold It Down is one of my favorites. That might be my favorite Das Effects album. Like, cause it used to be dead serious, and then when Hold It Down came out, I kind of like switched over to Hold It Down. Sam asked a good question. How many classics do Rock Marciano have?
ooh,
That's a good question because this I think his discography is flawless, man. Moxburg, the Rosebud album, the Reloaded album was great. Mercy Lago, I like Mercy Lago. I thought that was dope. The Muggs album, Chaos, that to me was one of my favorites. I don't know. America says he got three.
yeah, yeah. His discography is very consistent.
Behold a Dark Horse, I forgot about that one. That was good.
Oh, he did go back to jail. Oh wow.
He got four. Okay, he said he got four. I don't know, man. I don't know. My favorites is the Rosebud, the Chaos joint, and Reloaded. Those still like my favorites. Yeah, Reloaded was great, man. Like the Alchemist gave him some heat on there, man. I don't know. That's a good one. Even the new one, the Mount Marcy was dope too. Yeah, Reloaded was great. That was a good one. He don't got one bad album. Everything he's putting out is fire. Better lyricist, Conway or West Side Conway, hands down. Great lyricist. Have you heard the new Conway album?
Not yet.
I haven't heard it yet. It's on my list. I gotta listen to that one. I think
Boy,
the
they be coming
technology's
out with
on.
new shit. It's hard for me to keep up sometimes. Shit.
I know.
I'm like, God damn, didn't y'all just come out with shit 2 months ago? Fuck.
Yeah. And West Side coming out with Hitler Wears Hermes 8. That's coming out soon. You know, Benny just dropped Plugs I Met Part 2.
This movie's hilarious.
Joint said Onyx All We Got Is Us or MOP Firing Squad.
All we got is
Damn.
us.
Damn. I love Firing Squad a little bit more. I gotta go with Firing Squad, yo. Cause Primo laced them with some joints. I don't know. All We Got Is Us is great. Like Onyx first 3 albums is great. Shout out to Eric Johnson for the Back the Fuck Up album. Finally got that on in my collection again. Classics. But Firing Squad, I gotta go with Firing Squad, man. Sam said West Side Gun is better than Conway lyrically. Wow, I never heard nobody say that.
Never heard that before.
What is it about West Side you like more than Conway, Sam? I don't know. That's a good question, Rebecca. How do they clear the sample so fast? I don't know. They stay coming out with shit, man. It's like you don't get time. That's another thing I don't like about this era now. You don't get time to digest projects. It's like one project dropped this month, and then next month is something else coming out, and it's too early to call any of these albums classics when you can't even sit with them and live with them. And imagine Biggie dropping Ready to Die this month, and then he says, "Oh, I'm dropping Life After Death next year."
That would break. If that happened this day, that would break the internet.
But you wouldn't have time enough even in a year to digest the album properly to let it live with you and call it a classic. And that's why I can't call none of these albums classic right now because it's like one after the other. It's like a manufacturing factory. You coming out with all type of product all the time, and you don't give the listener time to live with these albums. Thoughts on the Talib? I like the album. I know Reg he can't stand Talib, but I like the Diamond D Talib album. I listened to it a couple days 2 days ago. Definitely a dope album. They got some bangers on there on Mamas and I think it was the first joint, Son of Gotham. And yeah, they got some joints on there. Definitely, I love the production from Diamond D. Talib finally is on a solid album with good production because that to me has been his downfall for his whole discography. A lot of his albums don't have great production on it, but I enjoy this album. It was definitely dope. Yeah, the Fold, that was the last song on it. That was dope. That was a great song. I like the song they talked about getting pulled over by the cops. That we shit. This is happening right now in society. Like that's a relevant song that's going on right now, and they need to drop that as a single.
Today is the fifth anniversary of Prince's death, by the way.
Sam said I like West Side's Guns aura and his ad libs. So that's the only reason why you like him over Conway. Yeah, Chilling While Black. That joint is fire. They need to release that as a single.
Air try.
Yeah.
Today's the fifth anniversary of Prince's death.
Yes, I said that when I started the live stream.
Oh, okay.
Um, Rest in peace to the Purple One Prince. I'm dropping. I was I was I was gonna plan on doing a special Prince video. I don't know if you want to be a part of that. I know we got something. We doing something today, right? Or Tuesday? What we doing today?
Richard Pryor, this nigga's crazy.
Okay.
But what's
Yeah.
the first video?
It's something special for Prince.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to tell you after, so we don't get no biters trying to copy what we do like as usual. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's
I thought you already announced it earlier. That's why.
no, I announced it. I announced that it's coming on the channel, but I was thinking because you a great Prince, you love Prince as well. You might want to do that video, but yeah, I'll let you know about it.
Okay.
But yes, there's a Prince video I'm dropping today. So rest in peace to Prince, a legend. I grew up listening to that man's music with Purple Rain. The same time I listen to Thriller. The best time to be fans of those artists, in my opinion, and it was on from there. What's your favorite top three Prince albums of all time?
Oh, that's easy. Number one, Sign of the Times. Number two, Purple Rain. Number three, Parade.
What Chaunt said, what I consider ELE2 a classic? No, it's a solid album. The only problem I have with it is I think Busta's picking the wrong singles for the album. I don't like none of those singles he's picking. I love BBD. I don't like that BBD song he have with him. Um, this the songs he need to be picking as singles, like the joint with Rhapsody, that should be a single. The joint he had with Kendrick, that should be a single. He ain't doing no videos for those, but he's doing videos for all this other shit. But I think it's a dope album. But I don't like the singles he's picking off of his album though.
Look,
Huh?
no, this movie is just
Oh,
stupid.
um, Bill Cosby say fuck Royce. My thoughts on Royce. Royce is a dope
Whoa,
lyricist. I like Rock City was a dope album, and it was Death is Certain. That was a dope album. The first Prime album was dope. I didn't care for the Allegory. I know a lot of people liked it.
yo, this nigga TK Kirkland. I just is in this movie.
I like Conway. Sam said I like Conway, but I prefer West Side and Benny over Conway. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Diamonds and Pearls, Sign of the Times, 1999. They're all great albums.
Diamonds and Pearls, man. Why do I even begin with that out?
Diamonds and Pearls is definitely great. I love that one. You don't like that one?
I have a love hate
You ever
relationship.
love hate? Did you ever talk about that one?
Yeah,
Oh, you
that's
did.
like one
Okay.
of my highest rated reviews.
Right.
That's actually the first Prince album I've heard.
Ronnie wants to know what movie you watching right now.
Heard of that.
I'm not even watching that.
Yeah,
I'm
this
not even
movie.
watching that. That's a hood movie, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
they got
Trump
TK Kirkland,
Trump
Ice
said
T.
Prince is one of the true goats. Did y'all know that the Batman soundtrack was supposed? Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember hearing about. Well, I know about it now. I like back when it came out back in the day. I didn't know about that. And he still managed to pull off a classic album. So
that Batman album is fire.
yes, I love that soundtrack. One of my favorite soundtracks ever.
Scandalous, Electric
Yes,
Chair.
Scandalous, Bat Dance, um,
Vicky Wade.
Party Man. I love Party Man because they play Party Man in the movie.
Yeah, the SNL performance of Electric Chair to this day is my favorite Prince SNL.
I never saw that performance,
Yeah, that was for like the 50th anniversary.
and he did it on SNL.
Yeah,
I got it. Is that on YouTube? I gotta see that.
yeah. A little trivia: Patrice
Mhm.
Rushen played keyboards in that performance too.
Oh shit!
And what was interesting, Prince had a sign that says Patrice, so he'll know that she's there. and stuff.
Right. So she was part of the band.
At that night, she was.
That's dope. Yeah, classic soundtrack, man. Sam said Rock Marcy has a lot of Morris Day references in his music. Morris Day, man, a legend.
Uh,
That's like the highest rated unsung we've done so far, yo. They love Morris, man. They said the hell with Leela James and everybody else y'all talking about.
for real. I don't know what y'all think of this mystical episode. It's crazy though.
Huh? The mystical one? Wait, when you recording that one?
I sent it to you. Just let me know whenever you're ready.
Okay. Thoughts on the first Bad Boy soundtrack? Uh, shit, I don't even remember that soundtrack. Who was on the first Bad Boy soundtrack?
Yeah, I don't remember that. I got
Um,
that soundtrack.
damn. What wasn't that? I think the song with Biggie and the Brat was on there, the B side.
Yeah.
That's the only song I remember from that soundtrack. Pill. I never bought the soundtrack. I love the movie though. The movie is a classic. I never bought the soundtrack though.
The this some kind of joke?
Trump said, Did y'all know Nice and Smooth, no delay in sample Princess Starfish and Coffee?
Oh wow.
I didn't know that. Favorite song from the Fat Boys? Fat Boys are back.
Stick 'em,
Yeah.
look 'em,
The
stick
Fat
'em,
Boys are
look 'em.
back.
That's my shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
man. Fat Boys, the underrated. Speaking of Patrice Russian, you remind me of Forget Me Nots. Um,
ooh,
Damn, I
forget me
love both of those songs. I'm gonna go with You Remind Me, but I have Forget Me Nots. I have the single on 12 on vinyl.
I'm gonna say forget me nots because I like you remind me, but I'm tired of motherfucking sampling that shit.
But people that sample, they did it in such a dope ass way. Heavy
They
D and the
did.
Boys on
But it
Nothing
was
But
at
Love. I
one
love
point
that
we were
song.
doing like 4 hip hop reviews, and all 4 of them sample remind me. I was like, yo,
That's true. That's true.
I was like, this is like the 4th album that sample remind
They sampled it too much though.
me. For
You know.
real.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell, some of them were just lazy. They even had songs called remind me.
Right? Like after Will Smith sampled Forget Me Nots, I don't think anybody else sampled it, right?
I don't think so.
Because he did such a great job sample. That's like one of his best hits was Men in Black. You know,
We are the
it's,
man
you
in
you can't
black.
top that. So it's like it would be hard. Like you remind me, I think they always it's like she has like a clause where they can always sample that song over Forget Me Nots. And Mecca said, "Did you guys know Prince Hope?" Yes, I actually have that album, Born to Breed. He's I think he wrote the title track
Which
in
one?
a word or two, and he's singing on that song with her, and he wrote Born to Breed with her.
Who?
Prince
Born to be with who?
on the Money Love second album.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yes. He wrote the he's singing on the title track and he wrote it with her and he wrote Born to Breed with her. Yeah. That was an underrated album. I love that album. Sam said top five favorite songs from Force MDs. Top
Ooh.
five? I don't know if I got five from them. I got maybe three or four. Um Let Me Love You, Forgive Me Girl, Love Is a House, um Tender Love. That's it.
Um, I think my number one is Here I Go Again. Number two,
That was
Love
a
Is,
good one too. Here I go again.
yeah.
Yeah.
Number two, Love Is the House. Number three, Tears. Number four, that Let Me Love You.
I got that on 12 inch. Great song.
And my number five, if I can think of, Forgive Me,
Love
girl.
that song.
Yeah.
Yes. You ever saw the video for that where they like dancing on the boat?
Wasn't that the one where they zoomed into his teeth?
Did they?
His
I,
gap
I
teeth?
can't remember. I know they like all dancing on like a boat and shit, like a yacht or something.
Nah.
Yeah, that shit was funny, man. To see the '80s videos back then, it was just crazy.
That's for 80s music videos. When they first started doing that shit, it was all cheesy.
The Beatnuts did for "Give Me the Ass." What they do?
Give me the ass.
Oh, they sample Oh, they sample "Forgive Me Nots" for "Give Me the Ass." I didn't know that. That's dope.
To this day, my favorite Beatnut song is "Lick the Pussy."
That's a dope song. That's your
Lick,
favorite one out of all the stuff?
yeah, cause I'm not the biggest Beatnuts fan though,
Right.
but
I love their stuff, man.
the way they sample that Tyrone Davis, they made it so street and
Right.
so like cruising music and stuff like that. And yes, MC8 did that sample the best was All for the Money, but the
Yes.
Beatnuts that's like a
Classic album.
yes.
hmm Yeah, that was dope. That was dope.
Lick the pussy.
Um, I
Uh,
might do a record review on "Let Me Love You."
I'm gonna listen to that song
I
right
might
now.
I might do a record because
Ooh,
Sam just asked me about will I review any Force MDs. I might do like a record review on that because I got that on vinyl and I got "Love Is a House" on vinyl too. The second was that the second album? I think the second album.
I think so.
Yeah, that's the only ones I got from them. I don't got the first album from them. Ronnie said organized confusion used that Patrice Russian "Forgive Me Nots" for Straight Bullet.
Yeah, yeah,
That,
they
but yeah,
did.
but I'm talking about like songs. I'm talking about like songs that came out after Men in Black. That was before Men in Black. The Men in Black was what 97.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the Straight Bullet was from the 94 Stress album. I'm talking about like has anybody used it after Men in Black? Emeka said my favorite Force MD song is Walking on Air. I don't know that one. Walking on Air.
I
I
gotta
mean,
listen to that
they
one.
don't sound familiar. Was that from the first album?
I'm not too sure either. So
Ronnie
it's
said
like
my
it's
favorite.
like I've heard songs, but I've not heard full albums.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with all of their albums. I only have the second one. My five favorite are Forgive Me Girl, Love Is a House, Tender Love, Tears, and Here I Go Again. Okay. Straight Bullet with Bob James. Okay, dope. Yeah, that's from the Stress album. That one was fire. Brandy Full Moon remix sampled that. I didn't even know. I never heard the remix for Full Moon. So she sampled Forgive Me Nots. Okay. Full Moon was what? That was 98?
2002.
That was 2002?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I for some reason I'm thinking Brandy's best shit was like in the 90s.
Whoa. Whoa. Nah, she had some heat in the 2000s too.
Full Moon was good. I didn't a lot some of the other albums I didn't listen to. Like the last one I listened to was like the one that she had out last year.
That was good.
That one was good. That
Yeah.
was B7.
Yeah.
But the ones before that I didn't listen to those.
To me, her weakest album was the one in '08. That's my opinion.
Is that the one with the Chris Brown song?
Nah, that was the one. That one came out in 2010. Even though
Okay.
I hate that
You don't
fucking.
like this?
Oh my
I
god!
I totally forgot he was on the record. I'm like where what part of the record is Chris Brown on? And he's rapping on that
How
joint.
can you be? He was like, "I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna put
Right, right.
it down."
I'm like that's not Chris Brown. That's not
That's
a. I
not
don't consider
Brandy.
that a real Chris Brown collab. Like you're not singing. Like like when he did No Ear with Jordan Sparks. That's a real collab with Chris Brown. This nigga rapping. Like I'm like he ain't no great rapper.
Sick
You
and
know what I'm
tired of
saying?
these
I'm like
R&B,
they
sick and
really
tired of these
consider that a
R&B
Chris
singers
Brown
trying to
collab.
rap.
He not. He ain't no good rapper. He can't rap.
Sometimes these R&B singers, like unless you're Anderson .Paak, I'm sick and tired of these R&B singers.
Right. Yeah. Anderson .Paak. No, I don't even want to hear him rap. I want to hear him. I'd rather hear him sing though. But Anderson .Paak does it cleverly. Like he weaves in and out of rapping and singing. Chris Brown can't rap, and he's like rapping on that Brandy joint when he could have been singing with her.
Haven't y'all learned the lesson from Tyrese?
Exactly right. The black tie. Oh Lord. Chant said, What's your top five full force records? Uh, I wasn't big on Full Force like that. I was more of a Lisa and Cult Jam fan than Full Force.
Yeah, I know they did a lot of production, so I'm not the biggest expert on them.
Yeah, I wasn't like big on Full Force like that. Like I loved them in House Party. I thought they were hilarious in House Party. You know. Yeah, I didn't hear the Full Moon remix. I didn't know she even sampled that song. It started with R. Kelly rapping.
Nah, it started with New Jack Swing.
It started with Teddy Riley rapping, actually.
But see, back in the day when he had Riley rapping, Riley wasn't even that bad like that. Cause you gotta remember, guy had that hip hop fan base too with the New Jack Swing and shit. And you had Jodeci rapping and R. Kelly
Oh
rapping.
God, Mr. Dalvin can't rap.
Oh
He
shit.
he thought he could rap.
He was like, oh yeah.
No, you remember when we was talking about I think who was talking about that? I might have been in the commission group chat. We was talking about like people biting Das Effect style. Mr. Dalvin bit best Das Effect style.
Oh
If
yeah.
if you hear him rap on Diary of a Madman, he's rapping like Das Effects. You know what I'm saying? And he's sounding horrible biting their style to rap.
Lick the pussy.
You know? So yeah, yeah, Mr. Darwin could not rap. I didn't like him rapping on any Jodeci songs. Bobby Brown was trying to rap. He did, but see, Bobby Brown was a b-boy at heart though. Like he had respect from like Lost Professor was gonna work on the Don't Be Cruel album.
That would have been epic.
You know what I'm saying? Cool G Rap wasn't Cool G Rap like gonna work with him too or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he already had that respect from the hip hop like New Edition had that respect from the hip hop community already. You know what I'm saying? So like when he did it, it was like accepted. Like like anytime, and this is before Bell Biv DeVoe. When I would hear like Michael Bivins or Ronnie Devo rap on a New Edition record, they were already embedded in the hip hop culture. So it was like it was okay. Like people accepted that compared to like if you got like R. Kelly. If R. Kelly was trying to rhyme, he didn't. I never liked R. Kelly rhyming. Like you a singer. You know what I mean? It's like we accepted Bobby Brown doing that though. Brandy Aphrodisiac is underrated.
Hey,
I never heard that album, the Aphrodisiac. I didn't hear that one. Um,
I watched that Ray movie with this
T
nigga.
Pain, I don't like T Pain. Never liked T Pain. Have y'all heard Al Tariq? Yes, I have heard Al Tariq God Connections. I need that album. It's out of print. But man, the production on there was fire, man. Like he has some joints on there. Do your thing. I think that was the first single from that album. Do your thing. And he had what's the other joint? There's another joint on there that I liked. But yeah, God's Connections is fire. Definitely need to get that album. Yeah, I remember hearing that Smooth Beat from Nice and Smooth wrote Bobby Brown lyrics.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
he was
I
trying to
thought,
sound like Dr. Dre 93 or Mr. Dalvin. Yeah,
man,
he was
said
terrible.
G was trying to sound like Dr. Dre.
Said she was trying to sound like Dr. Dre.
Said G was trying to sound like everybody.
But Mary, Mary, Grand Poopa wrote her lyrics for that man. Mary's not a rapper. She ain't try to do that shit.
Oh, my love is all I have.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody wrote that for her. Oh, R. Kelly was trying to sound like Dr. Dre 93. Yeah, he
I
sounded terrible.
disagree.
R. Kelly can't rhyme at all.
I feel like even though R. Kelly was rhyming, he had his own flavor when he was rhyming.
Right.
He wasn't trying to sound like
We didn't
nobody.
take them seriously as rappers though. It was just like they were just doing it for the song.
We just wanted him to bump and grind. That's all we wanted.
Right, exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
let me take that back.
He did enough bumping and grinding, man. Favorite songs on Live and Let Die album by Cool G Rap and DJ Polo?
Jesus Christ.
Sam wanna know everything, yo. He wanna know everything. What y'all think about the album cover? And the mix engineer. Man.
Favorite songs? The title track, Two to the Head, Prime Pays, Home Sweet Home, and Train Robbery. That's my top five.
Train Robbery was dope. That's one of my favorites. Yeah, she did that on MTV Raps. She and Pooba, classic MTV Raps performance. This nigga Reg watching a Hood film.
yo,
Oh my god.
they crazy over these raps.
Which album is better, the Artifacts? That's them or Nocturnal? To me is better. I've always loved the first Artifacts album, Between a Rock and a Hard Place. I think that's their classic. That's them was dope, but there was some songs like as far as I remember, there was some songs that I didn't really like on that album, but it's still a banging album. But I think Nocturnal is a far my classic though. We're actually having a good old time over there. Yo.
This movie is so stupid.
Favorite song from Paid in Full? What's your favorite song from Paid in Full?
Move the crowd.
Move the Crowd was dope. That was a great song.
I wish some of these boomer rappers would listen to the album so they can know how to pronounce a sentence.
Right? Oh Lord.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
Tina Marie rapped on Square Biz also. Yeah, but she made it sound dope though.
And she was a white woman.
Right. She made it sound dope.
This was before Eminem, before Beastie Boys, before Vanilla Ice.
She didn't take herself seriously as a trying to rap.
Technically, she was the first white rapper.
Right. Blondie, Deborah Harris. Deborah Harry.
Okay, okay, but yeah, that was like the only good thing about that song. Like Fat Five Freddy is that?
I didn't like that album, yo. Don't like that album. I think that was the best song on that album to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't believe how bad that album was. I thought it was gonna be some
The album was
good ass
not
shit.
good. Salute to all the people that viewed the review, but I didn't like that album. That and the Sheila E albums. Don't care for them.
And
And and
romance.
sh- and and Reg loves the Sheila E album. I'm like, I don't like. Love Bizarre is the best song on that album. It's not Yellow. Bruno Mars raps too. Once in the Blue he does, but I don't take him seriously as a rapper. He's more of a singer. Stevie rhymed on Do I Do. That's a classic song, man. From a classic album.
And that was a compilation.
Right.
Do I do
Mike Geronimo, the Natural or Lifestyles
what?
of important. Big L album, definitely. Love that album. Natural is dope. That was underrated, but I gotta go with Big L's first album.
Hey yo, Ja Rule had the best verse on Time to Build. You think so?
I like X.
Yeah, X was
X,
cool too.
X is verse to me.
I just feel sorry for Mike Geronimo. It's like he could have been. It's like all three of them was just went bigger places, and he just stayed in the hood and shit. Like,
How you feel about My Name is Prince, the song?
oh god,
Because
okay.
Ronnie just said Prince rapped on it on My Name is Prince. I love that song because it was a different song from Prince that we never heard before. Like before then, I never heard Prince rap on the song.
To me, I like it, but the rapping, I didn't really care too much for rapping on that song. It was a bit too. When it comes to him rapping, I have mixed feelings on it. That's all I got.
So you didn't care for him screaming, "My name is Prince, and I am funky."
I love
You
the
didn't care,
chorus.
huh?
I love the chorus.
I love the song. I think the song was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's screaming on the song and he's rapping if you watch the video, he's dressed up as like a I don't know what the hell. He had like a nightstick and
Oh my god, the
I
fucking
I loved it. I think I'm like this is Prince is taking chances with his music doing this.
to me when it comes to him rapping, I kind of prefer the song "Days of Wild."
Right. That was good too. That was good too.
But mind, this is the same nigga that says, "Oh, I don't fuck with hip hop." He
Right.
fucking dissed hip hop on the
And he's
Black
doing
Album.
hip hop.
Right. That was my only issue with it.
Right. Maybe he wanted to do it in his own way
Uh,
without collaborating with, big name artists and all that.
that's what they all said.
Yeah, didn't Phil Collins said that too. Right? Wasn't he on when he was on Arsenio and he said he don't fuck with hip hop?
Well, I'm not really the biggest Phil Collins
And
fan.
then years later he does a collab with Bone Thugs. So,
Right.
you know,
Sit your ass
is it
down.
is it the is it the money talking, or did he just come to the realization that hip hop is the biggest force in this on this planet?
Maybe he needed the money to fix his fucking hairline and shit.
So I don't know. I do remember seeing that interview with Arsenio, and he said that.
Mind you, he makes a lot of money off hip hop. That's all I got.
Right, exactly, because they sample this shit.
Right. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Right. Well, you love hip hop now, though. You see them
Right.
checks coming in.
Like you down with the niggas now and shit. Okay.
Yep. You see those residual checks coming in. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I love hip hop.
I love black people.
Trump said, y'all ever hear Delight World Clique album? I never heard the album. I remember the song Groove in the House, but I never heard the album back then.
I actually want to hear the album. I love that
I do
song.
want to hear it. I never other than the song, I never like paid attention to them like that, like to like pick up the album or whatever. So
Groove is in the heart.
yeah,
I love Q-Tip's verse on that shit.
yeah. And I've heard people say like the album was dope and it gave them like native tongue vibes when they heard it.
Yeah, they were way ahead of their time and shit.
Yeah.
So I don't even think no one matched their sound and shit.
Ralph Tresvant rap too, especially on Cool It Now. Again, but New Edition was already a part of the hip hop culture, so like we it was acceptable for them to do that. But we didn't take them. We wasn't like, oh, they are lyricists and all that. It was just part of their songs. You know what I mean?
Imagine Bobby Brown and Big Daddy Kane in a battle.
Right. Like I mean, a lot of songs they rapped on. Count Me Out. They rapped on. I think Ralph rapped on that song, and Where It All Started. They rapped on that song, and the Home Again album. You got Ronnie and Michael rapping on that album. So we that was always a part of them. They were like the teenage Jackson 5 that rapped as well as sang.
I'm gonna stay up for like 10 more minutes and shit. I
Yeah.
gotta get some sleep.
Bobby Cald yeah, we got some recording to do. Bobby Caldwell or Elton John. Elton John for me.
Yeah, I haven't heard a
Um
lot of Bobby Caldwell stuff.
yeah. I like a lot of Elton John stuff. Y'all hear Portishead albums? Nah, I never listened to Portishead.
I heard Dummy years ago.
I'm not really a fan of what do you consider Portishead? What are they?
Trip hop.
Trip hop, yeah. That's not really my thing,
I love trip hop.
but I mean, huh?
I love Massive Attack.
Massive Attack, I've heard of them. I never listened to them either.
Oh man,
What do you consider Massive Attack?
trip hop.
Trip hop? Okay.
To me, they made one of the most slept on albums, the Protection album from '94.
hmm
I only listen to the album at nighttime and shit.
Do you consider SZA trip hop too? I've heard like when she first
Hell,
came out, I heard people say that she's considered trip hop.
she's alternative on R&B. I don't. I love SZA, but nah, I would not consider her trip
Okay.
hop.
Okay. Portishead. Okay.
That's like me considering Drake, soul music and shit. Mm-mm.
No, he's not soul music. He's pop. I don't
I
pop
don't
hip
even
hop.
consider. I'm sorry, I don't even consider him hip hop like that.
He's pop hip hop.
Fuck you,
Better rock band, Queen or the Eagles. For me, it's Queen.
Queen.
I know more of their music than the Eagles.
I feel like the Eagles has more of a scandalous history than the Queen. So, and we all know
S-
about that.
Sam said Mezzanine is my favorite Massive Attack album.
Imagine that's my second favorite album. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
To me, Protection, that was just me. That's like the album. I every time at 4 a.m. at one point, I always listen to the album at 4 a.m. and shit like that.
Really? At 4 a.m.?
Because it was that late night vibe. I just like the hot box back in the day when I used to hot box. I'd be hot
Right.
box the album, writing music to that album. This was back when I used to write music to other people's music and shit.
Right. So you stopped doing that.
Yeah, because like I just wanted to. 'Cause I didn't want to make like what they would. I want to make what I was doing and shit.
Right. Uh, Trent said Galt McDermott or David Axelrod.
Hmm. I might have to go with Axelrod.
Do you like Bjork?
To be quite honest, I never heard a Bjork album.
Me neither. I know who she is. I never heard her albums though.
I heard songs though.
Sam said she's overrated. Oh, Sam said the Eagles are overrated.
Yeah, the Eagles. Oh, I mean, I like the Eagles, but they compared to Zeppelin, Stones, Pink Floyd, I didn't really see the hype with them. Hell, Fleetwood Mac too. But the
Fleetwood,
Hotel
yeah,
California album I love though.
Fleetwood Mac. Wow.
And besides, like, I feel like I love hearing the story when they used to when the band broke up and shit. It was just like
Right.
how they almost wanted to whoop each other's ass on stage and shit.
Isn't that with every rock group?
Now the Eagles, they was something different. Like you had one of the members on tour
Mm.
had to have a bed on a tour bus or some shit like that.
A bed?
Yeah, I think it was Glenn or Don.
I thought they had beds on their tour buses anyway.
Nah, it was like a special bed because he didn't want to rehearse. It was like a long story. It was like a lot of crazy, stupid shit
Right.
that happened in the band. That
Better vocalist, Freddie Mercury or Paul McCartney?
oh, Freddie Mercury.
Yes, Freddie definitely.
I mean, Paul's good too, but
Paul is good.
Freddie is Freddie. That's all I gotta say.
John was better, in my opinion.
As a vocalist,
Better than Paul McCartney in the Beatles to me.
I mean, vocally, I felt like Paul was better than John, but
You think
John.
Paul was better? I always like John better than Paul, but Paul is good.
I like heroin John. Man. That's
You
all I
like
like.
Heroin?
Heroin John.
Oh wow. You like the drugged up Beatles?
Yeah, the dark Beatles, like long hair Beatles and shit. I don't give a fuck.
Sam said check out the first three albums by Bjork.
All right,
For
I'm
me,
gonna check it
Bjork
out.
never had anything that interests me to check out her stuff though. Hall and Notes, favorite Hall. They did play Hall and Notes tonight during the verses. But the Met was it Method of Love or something like that?
Yeah, the original sample.
Yes, that's where Method Man got Method Man from. Favorite Hall and Notes song. Probably I would say damn, that's hard, man. I love a lot of Man Eater was one of my favorites. Um, Sarah Smile, that was a great one. Uh, what's the other one I love? Um, the one that De La sample, Say No Go, they sample that shit.
Yeah, I can't go for that.
I can't go for that. That's probably like my favorite out of all of
Same.
them. Yeah, I can go for that. Yeah,
Um,
I grew up in a lot of Hall and Note stuff, man.
one on one. That's my favorite.
One on one, yes, classic.
Yeah, Harlan knows, man.
One on one.
They need a verses too. I don't know. They
They
need a,
do, but who would you put against Hall and Notes? Would you put them against like Simon and Garfunkel or something?
see. I can't even put them in the same class as Simon because Simon and Garfunkel are folk rock, and
Right.
I don't think a lot of blacks listen to folk rock like that.
I listen, but my mom listened to a lot of Simon and Garfunkel, and I listened to a lot of Hall and Notes when I was little.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like who would you put up against Hall and Notes? I don't know.
Hmm.
Cause they were like what like pop rock.
Yeah, that's a good question. I
Tears for
don't,
Fears? I don't I don't know. I don't know.
Culture Club,
Culture Club, and
maybe.
they doing the Culture Club biopic. You heard about that?
Really?
Yes, they're doing it. Well, it's the biopic on Boy George, and he's part of
Because he is.
I saw it on Instagram, and he's like part of like the presentation, but they're gonna be covering the Culture Club as well. So
I'm
they
sorry.
filming that now, and it's coming out next summer.
I'm sorry, but Boy George is the group.
Huh?
Boy George is the group.
Well, yeah, basically, I mean, without Boy George, there's no Culture Club, but
It's like
it,
every time people say Culture Club, it's like, oh, that's Boy George and them other niggas.
but that's not right. I gotta
Right.
put some respect on Culture Club because I have like most of their albums.
I never heard a Culture Club album.
Oh, I don't know if you would like it though. You have great musical taste too. So maybe you would like it. I don't know.
Yeah, because I've always felt Boy George had vocals though.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
always
he could
felt.
sing. He could sing.
Oh, Simply Red against Hall and Oates.
Simply Red.
Yes,
Yeah,
Simply Red.
that could work. I don't know
That's
too many Simply Red songs though.
oh man, Simply
I don't
Red.
know a lot of their songs.
They were like the well Mick. Well, pretty much Mick was the group because he changed the members each album and shit.
Right.
But that motherfucker Mick though, oh my god,
Hmm.
he's underrated. I never
He's
hear
underrated.
nobody mention him.
Is that the dude with the red hair?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's the motherfucking nigga with the red hair.
Yeah.
That picture book album is fucking amazing. Woo!
I gotta hear that one.
Jesus.
Uh, Do I like Bill Withers? Yeah, Bill Withers is dope. I like his stuff. You know, better vocalist Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, Mick Jagger,
Nick. Well, actually,
Keith
no, no.
Richards
Stop, because Keith is dope too.
as a singer.
Yes.
What is he? What great hit does he have
Well,
with the Rolling Stones as a singer?
Happy from the Rolling Stones. What that one song that Shattered. Before they make me run from the Some Girls album. Like y'all be sleeping on Keith though. Even his
Coked
first
up,
album,
drunken Keith Richards.
even the Talking Cheap album '89, best
Okay,
Rolling Stones solo album
I might
ever.
have to check out those. I don't know those songs. I know the Mick Jagger shit.
Yeah, everyone knows. I don't even like mixed solo albums like that. Besides the
Right,
'93 joint,
right.
I've always thought he went too pop with some of his solo albums.
RZA likes Bjork. Yeah, that's cool for RZA. I don't. She don't. I know she never like interests me like to check out her stuff though. You know what I'm saying?
She can't save his beats.
Huh?
Maybe she can save his beats.
I never like. What do you consider Bjork? Is she like alternative? What is she?
She's like all indie. I don't. I would say indie pop because she
Right.
jumps between. She's like a David Bowie. She jumps around
Oh,
genre
okay.
to genre and genre.
Well, I like Bowie. You
Yeah,
know.
but no one can touch Bowie.
Right, right.
Bowie's like D'Angelo. He's like a chosen one in rock.
Oh Lord. Of course you would say D'Angelo and Bowie together.
It's like David Bowie. He's like the messiah of rock music. He's like when it comes to D'Angelo, he's the messiah of R&B. Bowie is
Oh
the
Lord.
messiah of rock music.
The Messiah of Neo Soul.
Who D'Angelo?
Yeah.
No, he's the chosen one. No one can. Why do you think no one battled him in the verses?
I don't know what happened on Maxwell. Maxwell could take him. I still believe Maxwell could beat D'Angelo.
He wasn't there though.
Raphael Sadiq could beat D'Angelo.
Maybe not.
Oh, man. Trip Hop and Electric. Oh, that's what she's considered. Mm, I'm gonna check out one of her albums. That's because Sam said to check out the first three. I'm gonna check out her first one
Hey,
and see if it's good. Maybe I like it.
hey Sam, what's that one album where she had one of the songs like da 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 you do. I know either Sam or Ronnie knows and shit because they like the encyclopedias of everybody.
I like. He said I like Luther Vandross with David Bowie on Young Americans.
Yes, Sam. That's where he first got his start with David
Sam know
Bowie.
his shit. Sam, you should come on here sometime, yo, and talk music with us.
See, Bowie put a lot of black people on and shit. He helped a
Right?
lot of
Oh
black
yeah, I
people.
agree. I agree.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you didn't see Paul. Well, actually, no. Let me stop because the Beatles brought Billy Preston. Let me stop. Shit, y'all didn't see y'all precious Green Day doing shit like that.
Oh
So,
Lord. I know you was gonna. I knew you just say that. I knew you just say that.
hey yo, have you ever seen that one Ike Turner interview on YouTube where
No, what is it?
he was being interviewed for What's Love Got to Do with It, and then he was talking about how he was beating Tina, and he was like, "Yo, Tina, what's wrong?" And he was like, "Nothing,"
Oh Lord.
and then all of a sudden he was like, "What the fuck?"
Green Day. I got put on to Green Day by MTV. It wasn't nobody black because a lot of my black friends don't listen to Green Day. It was MTV, watching MTV all the damn time. That's what put me on the Green Day. You know what I mean? American Idiot and Know Your Enemy and all that. Sam said David Bowie called out MTV on black artists.
Yes, he did. He even defended Two Live Crew too.
David Bowie also did a song with I'll Be Sure. I didn't hear that one.
Yes,
I
he
don't think I
did.
heard that. He did?
Bowie did a lot of things and shit.
I didn't hear that one. Never heard that. What was that for David Bowie's album or I'll Be Sure?
David Bowie's album.
Never heard it, Ronnie.
It's
Send
called
me the link to that, Ronnie. Ronnie always sending me shit. Send me the link to that in the DM.
it's called Black Tie White Noise.
Send me the link to that.
Yeah, but yeah, and you know it's crazy because I was watching the Albie Sure Unsung,
Hmm.
and this is what kills me about the black community.
Hmm.
The song was talking about racial harmony, right?
Right.
But at that time, it was released after the LA riots, and people thought the Albie Show was a sellout.
Right.
To collaborate with David Bowie, but I was with my homeboy. I was with myself like, But then David Bowie fight for a lot of black musicians and shit. So why the fuck is he a sellout?
Right.
But you know what? That's the black community for y'all, man. Shit.
Basically.
It's like y'all. It's like y'all call anybody a sellout, but y'all support the negative bullshit that's corrupting the media and shit. That's what I
Right.
don't.
Right. That's crazy.
Yo, this movie is so stupid. I don't even know.
I can't believe you're still watching that.
It's over. It's about to be over and shit.
Oh my god.
It's
And I
over.
heard you laughing, so it must be hilarious then.
It's so bad. It's good.
It's so bad it's good. I don't want to see no bad movies like that. Oh my lord.
I like watching bad movies sometimes. Like,
He said a lot of David Bowie white fans are racist. Well, you gotta
well,
expect that.
everybody's a racist these
I
days.
think you gotta expect that coming from the genre that he's in. So even with like alternative rock, I think you gotta expect that too. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will look at me and be like, "What the hell you know about Green Day and Jane's Addiction?" I know a lot. You'd be surprised.
Ooh, I love James Addiction.
You know what I'm saying? Just the different genre because I listen to. You see, the thing is, I had the upper hand because rap, when I, as a little kid, rap wasn't even a genre yet. So it was everything else but rap for me. And then everything, the rap took over after that. But you know, it's good to throw people off and be like, oh yeah, let me talk about some Limp Bizkit and Nirvana and shit. And they wouldn't expect that I listen to that stuff.
Quick question:
Yeah.
have you seen the movie called G before?
What's it called?
G.
GB Full
No, G. Like just
G
the
with
letter G.
Angelina Jolie.
No, with Richard T. Jones and Blair Underwood.
Nah, what the hell is that?
A young Gatsby-ish hip hopper named Summer G falls for an upwardly mobile sister spelled Sistah while in
Mm.
college.
That sound like a hood film.
It's like a hip hop. I don't know.
Blair Underwood. He does fucking hood films. Yeah, I've never seen him in no hood film.
You know, Blair Underwood always plays a bad brother.
He always play. I know he needs to not do TV no more. Every TV show he's been on, they get canceled. They always cancel his show. Why does he continue to do TV?
Blair Underwood, man.
Oh man, I never seen him in no hood film before. That's new.
Excuse me. You know, he always plays that super
Right.
cool Negro. Like, excuse
Distinguished gentleman ass nigga.
me.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I open the door for you?
They hated Luther. Who hated Luther? The white fans?
Man, they can kiss my ass.
Hey man, that's a legend.
Yesterday was his birthday. What the
Yes, definitely.
I liked how Google had a Luther Vandross. I never saw a Luther Vandross like tribute on Google before. That was interesting.
Right.
I'm gonna see if it's still there. Hold on.
Yeah. I like Ronnie said I like 70s David Bowie. Dope.
Man, I love all David Bowie, all decades, man.
Yes. David Bowie was the man.
The Thin White Duke. This movie looks stupid already.
It's Blair Underwood,
And you know Richard T. Jones always plays an asshole, so this is gonna be funny as fuck.
right. Low and young Americans.
Don't even think about looking at me. But he was all, why did I get married? This nigga's already bloodied up and shit. What the fuck?
Right. Should I tell you about my Prince idea now or wait till after we get off?
I'll wait till after we get off. I want to leave them wondering
Right.
because I can't even wait either. You know.
It's something that I planned since I want to say after MF Doom passed away.
Interesting.
But it's like it's not it's videos that I don't know. I don't yeah, I haven't done a video like this yet. So I'm like, why not? And I want to do it for some other artists as well. So Iggy Pop sounds like James Brown. I never listened to Iggy Pop.
Iggy Pop, he was influenced by like Howlin' Wolf and James Brown and shit. I don't
Wasn't Iggy Pop in the Crow? In the first Crow film?
that I don't. I never seen The
I
Crow.
thought he was. I thought he played like one of the bad guys in the Crow.
I never seen The Crow.
You never saw the Crow?
I always want to see it.
I'm going to talk about that in May because the anniversary's coming up.
All right, I'll see
Let,
about that.
let's do that. Let's do a movie review on the Crow.
Yeah, lately, ever since this whole fucking pandemic, I just been watching like a lot of movies and shit
Yeah, now's the best time to watch it. You know,
because like streaming and Fire Stick, you get access to
right,
like, a lot of free
right.
movies.
And they doing the reboot anyways. I'm like, hey,
Oh my fucking god!
anniversary coming up.
Goddamn
We're gonna
people!
talk about the Sam Loves the Crow. So we're gonna talk about the Crow movie in May because the anniversary's coming up in May for it.
Stop with the goddamn reboots already,
Yes,
please.
you know Hollywood ran out of ideas. They don't know what to do anymore. So
That's why Atlanta is like the new Hollywood these days.
yep, yep.
That's why everyone say I'm going to Atlanta. Like
We're
it's the
going to
promise
Atlanta,
of
yeah.
this shit.
Because
We going
everything
to
is a reboot or unnecessary sequel or prequel that don't need to be done. I'm tired of it. You know, I'm like, come on. We don't need a prequel of Rocky. It's not necessary.
for real. Loki. I like Rocky, but I'm tired of Rocky.
I like Rocky up until 4. And after that, I don't care for those sequels. Creed was cool. That's a nice little spin-off. But do we really need to see a Rocky prequel? We already know how Rocky became Rocky.
Do you really need to
Well,
see
what are
Rocky?
they gonna show Rocky from birth? I don't understand.
I'm right back.
Yeah. Okay, Sam. See, you getting a movie, a bonus movie review in May. I'm already announcing it. The Crow movie we doing. Y'all got it on DVD. Remember where you heard it first, in case you see anybody biting our shit. Bruce Lee's son is in, yeah. Brandon Lee. Rest in peace to him. Yep.
I just realized I never had my green tea yet.
Oh shit. So late you drinking tea?
Yeah.
Nah, I never heard the soundtrack for The Crow. Is it good?
To what?
The Crow. I never heard it.
Bro, all of these actors are like I never seen the movies in a while.
Yeah, man.
You can tell this is an old movie. Oh my
I
god,
fuck with it.
Blair.
Definitely gotta talk about that.
Yo, surprisingly, I'm not even that tired, yo.
Word. We got vids to do.
What are we doing after this?
I thought you said you wanted to do what was you? I thought we was recording something tonight.
I mean, I sent you the unsung. If you want
Oh
to,
yeah, the unsung joint, right? You want to record that tonight or during the week?
I mean, we can do that tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't even watch the whole thing. To be real with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Better vocalist, Billy Joel or David Bowie?
Ooh.
I like Billy Joel more.
That I have to go with Billy Joel too. As much as I love Bowie,
Sam said the Cure and Stone Temple Pilots and the Rollins Band on the soundtrack. I never even heard the soundtrack.
that
I
sound.
probably know the songs anyway because I've saw I watched The Crow like so many times.
Yeah, I love the Ron. See, I never got into the Cure. Like, I might have to check some of their albums out.
Me neither. Stone Temple Pilots. I'm trying to. I always get them and Queens of the Stone Age confused. Which is the band that Chester Bennington went to for a minute? Was it them? I think it was Stone Temple Pilots, if I'm not mistaken. I listened to like that EP they did with Chester Bennington before he died. Then we lost Reg. The Cure covered Dead Souls by Joy Division. I never listened to The Cure before. I know I heard them before, but I never listened to them. Interesting. I'm gonna check them out. I'm gonna check them out. Yep. Big MT by Stone Temple Pilots on the soundtrack. Yeah, I never heard the soundtrack before. Like I said, like once again, like I probably know the songs. I've watched the movie so many times. Like once I hear it, I'll probably be like, oh yeah, I know that song. Better rock bands, Guns N' Roses or Red Hot Chili Peppers. For me, it's always been Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm more of a fan of them than Guns N' Roses, but Guns N' Roses are legends. They got some classics. But Red Hot Chili Peppers is my group, man. I still listen to them now. You know. Yep, definitely gonna have to talk about some Chili Pepper stuff on here. Maybe this year I'll do like an album review for one of their albums. I know Californication that's coming up. Talk about that one. The Cure did a song called "Burning the Crow." That sound dope. I gotta definitely check that out. Check out that soundtrack. Early Red Hot. When did you stop listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers? What would you say was like the album that wasn't like good for you? I think I'm gonna end this stream. It's like we went over 2 hours talking about great music and verses, and I want to try to do this Prince vid before late the sun come up. After Californication, yeah, I was gonna say that too. I think like Californication was probably like their last great album. Like I listened to the other albums after, but I don't think they were great like that though. But thanks to everybody for showing up, Sam and Ronnie and Sean. I ain't seen you in a minute. Salute to you and DJ Tim, and Mecca and Rich from Chop It Up Hip Hop. Salute to y'all. Salute to the commission. We got Reg coming back. You good? I think we lost Reg again. Yo, Reg, I don't know. Reg, you having Wi-Fi issues or what? Subscribe to the channel. Check out the new vids and new uploads. I got 2 unboxing vids up. Salute to Eric Johnson. Salute to DJ Nelson. We got the City of Lies movie review up. Check out that movie if you only watch it. Very good film. We gotta support it. It's within the hip hop community. Like I said, I'm gonna try to drop this Prince vid later on. We'll see. What else? Yeah, I got another vid dropping on Friday. Look out for that. I got another vid dropping on the weekend. Look out for that. I'm ready, man. Like this is like one of the best times to be a hip hop fan, and great music is coming out and stuff. And I'm dropping a lot of stuff. So stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, share. I'm gonna end this live stream. I guess Reg is not here. Reg, you here? He's not here. So I'm gonna end the live stream and stay tuned for the Prince vid tomorrow. Rest in peace, Prince. Peace.